Dr. Susan McKinley, Miranda Collins, Haley Brooks, and Jason Garrick running full tilt out of Valley Plaza Mall in Bakersfield, Florida. Behind them, all they can hear, all around them, is the sounds of the affected. Everywhere, the sounds as they're being chased through the mall. Previously, Miranda and Haley stumbled and fell down an escalator, dislocating Miranda's arm. Haley is now limping as they all run full tilt outside of the mall. They pile into the Jeep. Haley jumps into the driver's seat. She's the one that has the keys. She sticks the keys into the ignition and click. Again, she tries again, click. And as she's trying a third time, out of the side of Valley Plaza Mall, you see Tally running full hilt towards the Jeep, going, wait, stop! Haley does the keys one more time, and the car starts. The affected are shambling and running towards you. You see that this coagulation is filled there, every hole that you can see. And it seems like it appears that maybe they're following the noise of the car towards where you are, but you're not sure. Tally is running just in front of the affected. Do you wait for her?
Yes.
Start driving. I'll grab her hand.
I'm just inside going, just clutch my arm.
Okay, so Haley then does an about face with the Jeep. Dr. Susan McKinley reaches her hand out, grabs Tally as she's running up, and hoists her into the back of the Jeep. As you then peel out, the affected running behind you, they get further and further away and start kind of scattering around while the Jeep, and then Haley, you coast it to the end of the parking lot. You're safe for right now.
Jesus.
You acted like you weren't going to stop. Why wouldn't you stop?
Can I, is Jason's gun visible?
Is it, Jason?
This is it's like stuck into the back.
I have a like a abdomen kind of like hold here, but usually it's kind of like covered by my shirt, so no one sees it.
Okay, so it's not visible.
It's not.
Okay,
it's not
never mind. Not worth it.
You acted like you weren't going to stop. All right, I led you to the resistance, okay? And I just left for a second to see if I could get some medical supplies, and then you were just going to leave me?
We were running from the affected.
Yeah, and you were just going to leave me. That's not cool.
We haven't left you.
We didn't know where you went.
You're here. You're safe. You're high.
Oh my God, are you bit?
We have a situation.
Jesus.
Are there any of you that aren't infected by this point?
Don't think it matters. It does matter. We're not. Can you pop my arm back in?
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Don't listen to the person who got high while we were busy negotiating. Just pop it in.
Okay, I'm going to need for you to roll for that.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Did I tell you about my football playing brother who often had injuries that I had to fix?
Okay, you should have 6 die. You have 6
you have your hope die, don't
4,
you?
6. From last time.
Oh, last time.
But
Yeah. Sorry.
But it's still, it's still in.
Sorry. I didn't.
1, 6, 1, 1.
Do you want to spend a hope on that?
I don't know. How do we feel?
Save it? No, don't save it. Like,
save it, roll it. All right, let's roll it. We're going to use 1 hope to re-roll this.
We'll get more.
Yes,
I'm going to take one of your
That's
hope.
another
I have 2
one.
hope left. Another one.
We're going to leave it out.
Do you want to use another one of your hope?
I'm making the executive decision to leave the die out. We have to hold on to our hope for a serious... That we succeeded. We succeeded.
Sure, we did succeed.
Did we? What is with you two and the perfection? Did it?
You barely succeeded, and I rolled more than you, so I will tell you what happened.
That's what I'm saying. You're making an executive decision about my arm.
As you're sitting there, Miranda, then Dr. Susan McKinley just grabs your arm. She's not that kind of a doctor at all.
But I'm very gentle.
She then slams your arm into place the wrong way, causing even more damage.
Why the fuck did you do that? You're a psychologist. You're not a physical doctor.
You cradle your arm to your chest. It is sticking out at an even worse angle.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Without warning,
Did I not
Dr.
succeed?
Susan McKinley then slams it one more time,
So
causing
sorry,
more
darling.
damage,
Jesus,
but
Sometimes-
knocking it into place.
Sometimes the road
This
to
time.
healing can be a little painful.
This is your executive decision.
Here you go. There you go. All better. Nicely done.
Okay, wait, can you
No,
do...
no, it's the thumb, not the middle finger. The middle. The
Tally
there
gives
you
you
go.
Tally gives you a scarf to then wrap around where you can brace your arm up against your body. That arm is currently useless right now.
Useless?
Right now it is useless.
It was
There
not
is
more
too much
useful.
pain that's involved. Perhaps you'll get real medical attention sometime in the future.
At least you have a chance to heal, and you're not.
Don't
half
touch my arm. Don't touch my arm.
At least you're not half a windmill anymore. Okay.
Oh my
There you
goodness.
go. Get better.
I can't believe you just did that.
I
I'm
kind of
sorry.
can.
Saved your life and saved hers too. Yes.
Well, it's just you didn't let me finish. Since all y'all seem like you kind of are in bad shape, I'm gonna take you to Gustav, and he's actually a doctor. He's a doctor and he's a chef. He's really good, and it's not too far from here.
God, thank God.
I mean, if y'all want, if you just want to
Yes.
try to fix everybody
Can we
yourself.
go now?
Yeah.
I think medical
Go.
attention is a wonderful idea. Thank you, Tally. Let's go there.
Which way?
Actually, I should probably drive.
How
You don't know
about-
Bakersfield.
no,
How about you give her directions?
Give me direction.
It's really easier if I drive, but fine.
Just do it.
It's
I'll just
easier
sit
if our
here.
guide
I'll
doesn't
just sit
walk
here in the
away.
back and I'll give you directions
I'm
then.
gonna sit here in the back and
All of y'all are so prickly. I wonder why. I'm just helping.
Right, you fucking... so she's high as
Did
shit.
you just fucking do a line?
No, she did while she was
Is that what you
gone.
ran out to do?
Of course it is.
Just drive to the end of the parking lot, make a left.
Yeah, but we should let her
Good
drive,
idea.
guys.
No. I follow her directions.
Yeah. As you're following her directions, the place where you're getting to is it would have just been at the most a 20-minute drive, but unfortunately, due to there being obstructions in between Valley Plaza Mall and also where you're going, it takes you another 45 minutes just for going.
So it's
around.
25 and it's 20 and an additional.
20 plus an additional 45.
Cool.
Jeez, it's like driving in LA.
Not wrong.
Haley, how's your leg? Do you want Dr. Susan to?
No.
Okay, just checking. So you follow Tally's directions, and then you pull up to. It looks like it was a very cheerful place before. It is Buck Owens Crystal Palace, which is a staple of Bakersfield. It's literally like a feel-good country restaurant that's wrapped in country music memorabilia and even has musical theater attached to it. It's kind of like you can see on the side it says Crystal City Bank and saloon, dining, drinking. It looks like it used to be this really nice pink bubblegum color. You could kind of see how it was a staple for maybe people doing a Sunday brunch or, having, what is it, after a wedding, having some of their wedding receptions. Yeah, indeed. But now there's broken windows. It looks like Tally had to get out and move part of a barricade from where you would enter in to the parking lot of Buck Owens Crystal Palace. And as you wheel in, your car sputters. It does not die. Do you want to turn your car off and park?
Should I don't think we should leave it running.
How much gas do we
I
have?
think maybe, how much gas do we have?
How much
You have
gas?
half a tank.
Perhaps we should leave it running in case it doesn't start again. Perhaps park it around back.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you're going to turn it off?
No, I'm going to leave it on.
It wastes less gas if you just leave it.
During
Yeah.
during the drive, I already taken out my bracelet and I've activated, but I've put it in my pocket, just so you know. And I've used third mode to synchronize my watch during the drive.
Okay, so I'm going to say that your watch works fine. Does anybody else wants to put their watch on?
You mean our wristband?
Your
or-
wristband.
I'm
Oh, I
leaving
didn't
it
put
in
my wristband. I've got my wristband in my pocket, but I've got my watch. That's.
You synchronize your watch to your wristband.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
does
and
any-
I've redone that earlier in the previous episode too. Liz. I did.
He
Actually,
did,
I
he
did.
for
say
sure
it. I
did.
did vocalize it.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to put their wristband on?
I'm leaving it in my pocket. I mean, mine's cut. It wouldn't stay on anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so you turn the car off.
We leave it on.
No, we leave it on.
You leave it on.
Parking
we
it round
leave
back.
it idling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Parked round back.
One concern I'm just going to bring up: the keys. The key is in the car, and do we trust Tally not to escape again and take off? That's my only concern.
You know, I'm sitting right here while y'all are
As
saying
opposed to
that.
holding on to the key.
I'll hang out with her.
I'm not staying in this car. I'm going inside. Gustav has
I'm just
great
saying.
food.
I'm just saying she could just easily take off
I
again.
think anyone could.
Dr. McKinley, you're the.
Well, I trust everyone else here.
Well, here's the
besides-
situation. We have two options. We can leave the car running and out here and have a possibility of it getting stolen, or we can take the keys inside and have a chance of the car not starting again.
Right.
I mean,
So it's
I'm just putting it out there for
those are
everyone
our
to.
options.
Exactly.
Dr. McKinley, you're the only one that's not, bitten or injured.
Mm-hmm.
Could you stay with the car?
I could, but I feel I may be needed inside
Why don't we?
to negotiate.
I suggest we do take the key. I could take another look at the car when we need to. But to have it completely stolen, we have no transport at that point, and we need to get around.
Mallory, your
Consequence.
dog, your corgi that jumped into the back of the Jeep while y'all were running inside, starts barking
Cool.
Okay, I don't like that.
very loudly.
Take in the dog as
Something is bothering Mallory,
Before we
and
all
she's
go
starting
inside,
to bark.
why don't we check to see if the doctor's in here? Leave the car running. Let's make sure everything's okay here. And make sure we don't need to leave.
What is she barking at?
well. Let's see.
That's what concerns
Let's
me.
see.
Okay.
Perhaps the doctor is not as well as we thought he is.
Pull out your gun, Jason.
My hand's right on it. Right as I speak.
Well, then pull it
Tally?
out.
Okay,
What-
so you were in a car, Jeep that's idling in the parking
Out
lot
back.
of Buck Owens
We're out back.
Country Palace, and you have a dog barking in the back.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Where is she looking?
She's just spinning around in
I
circles.
open the
She's
door.
barking.
I open the door,
Tally?
get out, and I pull out my gun.
Tally, why don't you lead the way into the doctor?
Oh, all right. I mean, it's just this way. So
walk
Tally
behind her.
Tally gets out of the Jeep, out of the back, and then just proceeds to walk straight up to
I
the front of the
wanna
door.
Try to get Mallory to come over.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me.
And I'm gonna. I wanna do my moment.
Okay. So
You can work it
you're.
in. You can work it in.
Yeah.
I will find hope when I figure out who I should be.
Yeah, and I think it's like she's getting a better view of what the world really looks like now that she's out of the sheltered, and she's realizing that there's a fight going on, and maybe that's something she wants to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want to work your hope in, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Good luck. Nice. Very
Oh.
nice.
Oh,
Very, very
yes.
nice.
3 6s, no.
Wow.
ones.
Yeah. Very good. And you've got your hope die now.
Okay. You rolled more 6s than me. 3 6s. All right. Mallory, as soon as you go to grab her, you're like, oh, come here, Mallory. She just jumps in your arms and starts licking your face. Mallory wanted attention.
Aw.
Yeah. Nobody was really paying any attention to her. She's a sweet little corgi, and that's all that she really
Good.
wanted.
But we don't know that, so.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
she's-
So
on the-
go ahead and work your hope in some way in the near future.
Okay.
So, but you have your hope die now. So Tally has walked just straight up to the front door. It's kind of fashioned like swinging doors, and it's just gone straight in.
I follow her.
I do too.
I followed.
Okay, and you
Slightly
leave the car idling outside.
Or
Are you out?
Where are
By
you?
the car?
Oh,
I'm by the car
okay, cool.
Okay, are you gonna stay by the car?
with the dog for a moment.
The Mallory is in Haley's
Yeah, I
arms.
have- I-
Oh, well then, I'll go and.
are you gonna leave the keys?
Did we turn the car off yet or no?
No, it's
We
still
haven't
on.
yet.
And everyone walked
I'm
ahead
gonna.
of me.
I don't want to leave. I want to
Everyone
stay
walked
with
ahead of me, so I'm gonna take the keys.
Nice.
Oh,
Good.
no.
Nice.
Okay.
No one knows though.
All right.
Yep.
So you've turned off the car and pocketed the keys.
I hear the engine turn off.
All of you are inside the building already. Okay, so once you open and you go through the swinging doors, you just it's got a very nice scent like the inside of Buck Owens Country Palace. It smells like comfort food. It would be a really good way to say it. It's someone's obviously been cooking with care here, and you see that it looked like everything had been, well, it's the verge of the apocalypse, that things had gone to crap inside of Buck's, but it looks like someone's taken the time to clear refuse off to the side, to try to put some chairs into place, maybe wipe down some surfaces. Once you walk in, you look off to the left and the right, and it seems like there are hallways that go down, and then straight forward it opens into a larger space. It's still during the day, so there is sunlight coming in through windows. So you have an option of going straight forward into an open space, or left or right through a hallway.
Where did Tally go?
You don't see Tally. It looks like she just went forward.
Tally!
Try to do another line.
You hear her in the back, "What?
Where are you?
I'm in the kitchen. Where do you think I am?"
So can we see the kitchen?
Or can we?
You have to walk. You have to choose a direction
Pick
and
a
walk forward to
path.
see anything.
Which way is the kitchen?
Which way is her voice?
Can we hear? Yeah, surely we could hear her voice. If it's a.
It's kind of echoing, but it feels like it's straight ahead
We'll go
into the
straight
back.
ahead.
Yeah.
So you're not going to look at the left or the right?
Shit, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go try and find a toilet.
I'll go straight. I mean, I would. I heard that and I think it there, so I would naturally just.
May
go
I just
towards it.
suggest we stay together as a group? I don't think anyone should be going off by themselves. Let's stick to a buddy system.
You don't want a
Okay,
toilet?
I mean, we got comfort food smells here. It doesn't seem like. I just keep on
Do you
walking.
think you can
I don't
follow-
even
I go ahead
acknowledge
too.
her. I didn't
Sure.
even acknowledge her.
Great.
Okay. So Jason is
Jason, wait
walking
for us.
forward. Anybody else walking forward?
Yeah, we're all going together.
Everybody's walking
Miranda's
forward.
going to hold it. I told her.
My-
Asked her.
my
Asked her.
pee.
Okay.
Didn't tell
So
her anything.
you walk forward into the space, and as you do, you see that the way that the setting is it's a bunch of tables with chairs, like small parties, 4, 6 parties, and as you get progressively more into this center space, you see that there is a stage. And you didn't notice before, but there is a man sitting on a chair, the stage, with a guitar, and he's just very focused on trying to get just the right sound. It sounds like on his guitar. He has tightly coiled hair and he's wearing a Western exterior with like a leather jacket and raw hide. And as he's going ahead and tinking out, Haley, you recognize that he's doing Stormy Weather by Etta James. So he's doing that. As you look more into the space, you see that it is kind of surrounded like displays. And in those displays is country music memorabilia. You're not close enough to know what kind it is, but it seems like that's what is surrounding this open area. What do you want to do?
I walk up to him and say, "Sir, are you Dr. Owen?"
Oh, well, hell, boy.
Dr.
No, I'm Dr. Gustav Rambo.
I'm sorry.
But he puts his guitar down.
I'm a bit
And
lightheaded after.
he climbs off of the stage. I need for you to come in the back with me right now. I
Thank
need to
you.
go ahead and take a look at that.
Thank you, Dr. Gustav.
All right, I actually, I have some jambalaya on right now, so, maybe all of you want to come back and get a bowl. Does anybody else need any medical attention?
We have to thank you for your hospitality already. Thank you so
I'm afraid
much.
3 out of the 4 of us may need a little medical attention. Dr. McKinley, good to meet you, Dr. Gustav.
Oh, Dr. Rambo. Nice to meet you. I was a ER surgeon.
She's
How
a
about
quack.
yourself? Well, okay. Just come on
He's in some
back to the
pain.
back with me. I think Tally just went straight for my jambalaya. She usually does. So,
That's
yeah, just,
surprising that she has an appetite even though she's high.
well,
Let's
aren't
not
you a
divulge
ray of
anyone's
sunshine?
personal information.
Come on back with me, son. Come on back with
Thank
me.
you, Dr. Gustav.
So, do you follow him?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so you follow him back to the kitchen, and then just off to the side is the executive chef's office, which it appears that that's where he's set up shop. Where there's a cot there, and there's a number of medical supplies that he has there, and then he starts treating Jason. So pouring antiseptic on, and how recent? This looks pretty recent.
About
so
an hour ago.
was it one of?
Yep.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry.
We're in the process of finding treatment as it happens. So.
Speaking of, do you have any, Dr. Gustav, or know of where we may procure some? I said that weirdly. Procure.
Well, yeah, I do keep an emergency one here, just in case. I usually like to keep it for, the little ones, like children.
We have another 20-year-old here that's also.
I mean, are you really a child?
She's still a kid. But
I'm not a kid.
I think now would be the time to classify yourself as one. If ever.
I look grumpy, but I pull out the white wristband and show him.
Oh, well then, yes, absolutely. I was picturing somebody younger. I mean, you seem like that you're a grown woman, but you actually kind of remind me of my daughter, actually.
So we're not going to tell him that we left a 10-year-old.
I was just about to say that, actually.
Do you say this out loud in front of him?
Oh,
Go ahead and do a roll, please.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh goodness.
Actually, yeah.
Let's think these things through.
Oh, I'm not trying to think about anything. That's a 1.
Okay, so you're gonna use 1 hope.
I would.
Oh yeah, no 6s.
Least.
Wait. How many hope do we have?
You have 2 hope only.
You can. Do you have any 6s or no?
No.
Because you could use 2 to re-roll 2 dice.
I would like to do that.
And I would suggest. Oh no, probably not at this point. I was gonna suggest putting in your hope, but you have high probability.
So you're gonna use both of the hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, were you rolling for your hope or no?
I wasn't rolling for my hope. I'm
But
taking our hope.
We're potentially
get a
gonna lose a
hope-
candle, so hopefully
to get a 6.
yeah, out of these 2.
No.
2. Let's go. Believe. No. Sorry.
Nope.
Did you just send the chapter?
Wait, isn't that a 6?
Yes. Was that there?
Or did I move it?
I think you moved it.
Okay. I just didn't.
I think we were hopeful about the hope, but yeah, we have nothing.
Okay. All right. So,
Oh no.
if anybody wants to get truths in, this looks like this might be going along quicker than we previously thought.
Fuck. Yeah.
All right. So, Dr. Gustav, Dr. Rambeau, then proceeds to give the shot to Haley.
Even though I
the
said-
shot involves.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
The shot involves having to do a direct to the heart so that then it can disperse throughout the body. So he preps you. He's like, it's gonna be all right. You can keep your eyes open or close them. Just
Haley, I know you're very brave, but if you wish to have a hand to hold, there is one available.
I hold her hand, but I keep my eyes open.
right. And then we see a sequence where Dr. Rambeau precisely positions and jams
Oh fuck.
full syringe into your chest,
Dang.
kind of like an
Pulp Fiction.
EpiPen into your chest, and then removes it, puts sterile gauze on it, and then just holds your back. Haley then starts shaking like she's having a seizure.
Is this supposed to happen?
No. This is the way that it works. It's okay, son. It's okay, but we're just going to have to hold her for a second. Haley keeps on shaking, and
I hold it as
everybody's
well.
attention is on her. While that is happening, Miranda feels a gun on the back of her head and a hand on her shoulder as she is taken out of the chef's office and is led to the very back, out a back door by Tally.
Jesus.
And going out the back door, she reaches into Miranda's pocket, grabs the keys,
How did you
makes
know?
her get into the Jeep, which starts on the first time, and drives away.
Makes me. I'm with her, or
You're with her.
Wow.
And that is the end of this chapter. And another light has gone out in the world.
that's my fault.
Oh, and it looks like we have a truth.
Oh, yay.
Oh my God, you guys. I'm not worthy.
Oh God.
Okay, so this is from J. Pistole.
Jay's pistol.
J. Pistol.
Yep.
Hashtag discovery. Miranda found a prescription bottle in one of the doctor's cupboards. She doesn't even need to read the label to know what the pills are. She vividly remembers them and how they used to make her feel.
Oh, no. Oh, we're just going to chill. Oh, no.
The two druggies are together. They're going to get high.
They're going to have the best week of their life.
Right, exactly.
And then
It's excellent.
Yeah, screw the affected. Let's go right into the sunset and get high.
But you're going to work that in the story, right? We don't necessarily... That's not just a truth, or...
You've got it.
No, we're going to say that happened.
Yeah,
like
got it.
while you were in
found it.
that office.
And you've got it.
in the
You know-
kitchen,
go ahead
yeah.
Yeah, you know
I think
you've
you
got
just
And in
saw
fact,
it
that's
and
one
was
of the
like,
reasons why you separated yourself so far from the rest of them.
Yeah.
So, but that ends that chapter, and now we're on.
Damn.
And now we're on to chapter 6.
Cool.
So we are inside Dr. Rambo's office. Haley's tremors have slowly subsided. And Gustav breathes, he goes, oh, all right. Wow, I'm glad that I had this for you to use.
Thank you.
Just so that you know it's not a cure, it just means that you're good for at least another 48 hours. I've tried to tinker around with this a little bit, and I probably made it more potent, so you might have longer than that.
But just count on 48.
Just a question, Makia. Do these treatments, do they just prolong it another 48 hours? They don't cure it?
They don't cure it.
I
the
see.
cure
So you have to
itself.
so one has to continually...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And that's where they get you because of that copay
Gotcha.
for
Okay, understood.
each
Cool.
time.
Thanks
so
a
it's
lot.
best not to get infected in the first
Right.
place.
Well,
Sure.
too late for that.
Yeah. But yeah, the
And I synchronize my watch.
So all of you just come on and get a bowl of jambalaya real quick. I don't see a Tally or your friend. Maybe they're making up. I didn't like how they were talking about each other.
I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just hungry, and I've been
So,
patched
yeah,
up,
just-
haven't I?
Just come on over. I've got some buttermilk biscuits.
Okay.
Some people like that with their jambalaya. They like to spread that. I also have brown rice if you
You two
want to
get
have
some
that.
energy. I'm going to see if I can find Miranda. Perhaps she just went to the restroom.
I've been
after all.
patched up somewhat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have you're no longer freely bleeding down
Right,
your
right.
arm. You still have a chunk missing out of
Yeah.
it, and
Do I
there's
have-
still a lot of pain.
Sure, okay. Understood.
Actually, son, do you want some painkillers? I mean, I could.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
All right. So he gives you some.
At this point, I'm very trusting because I don't see any reason, but, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So he gives you a Tylenol 3.
Okay.
And
I
yeah,
pop-
so
I
you
pop it.
you have that. He's
Yeah.
not going to do Percocet or codeine because he usually doesn't keep that around
Okay.
that strong.
Yeah.
So yeah. Why don't y'all tell me a little bit about yourselves and what are you doing here? I mean,
I
You're-
appreciate
you're
your
running
hospitality, Dr. Gustav. I'm just going to go see if our friend has gone to the restroom. I'll be right back.
oh well, yeah. Feel free.
We're from Claraville. We're Tally.
Oh, the milk community, the dairy farm people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Whenever Tally stops in, she's got a lot to say. She's got a lot to say about
How do you
them.
know, Tally?
Oh, she's just one of the runners that's all around here. I just try to make it, have this be a haven for people, no matter what anybody is or whether they're infected or not. They need to have a good meal, have a place to rest, type of
Again,
deal.
we appreciate it.
Yeah,
your
so
hospitality.
Tally was supposed to be getting treatments for the community, and she was selling them to someone else.
I don't know if you know that,
So
but
we came
she's
to...
the reason we are on this adventure now, trying to find treatments because she's been selling all of our treatments.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I wish that hadn't happened. I don't really know anything about that. I mean, it sounds like a dastardly thing to do, but I wish it hadn't happened. I wish I had more treatment that I could give you, but that literally was my emergency use. But here, go ahead and sit down, just finish your food, and hey, if you want, I can even play on my guitar a little bit for you. I mean, I'm not any good, but
it was pretty good, I thought.
oh well, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. So, Dr. Susan McKinley, where are you walking right now?
I'm walking to the restrooms. I assume that's where Miranda's gone. I'm going to look for her there.
Okay. Well, this is a very family-friendly, user-friendly restaurant. So you immediately see the restroom signs. As you're walking through the hallway, you're walking past a lot of very colorful country music memorabilia. Like they have a bench with actual cowgirl and cowman sitting there for you to be able to take pictures with, trophies and the such, as you head to the restrooms. Do you go in?
Are there any props that look like weapons?
Go ahead and do a roll.
Maybe I just go to the restroom.
You're just going to go to the restroom?
Maybe I just go to the restroom.
Okay. So you go ahead and push on the restroom door. And you can see that there's nobody in there.
I'm going to go check, see if she's by the car.
Okay, so you exit the restroom, walk back down the hallway, more country music, memorabilia, and menus and the such, very festive place. You get to the front door and you look outside, you see that the Jeep is not there.
I'm going to walk very hastily back towards the group.
Okay, so with Haley and Jason, you're enjoying your food. Do you have any questions that you want to ask or any?
Did you work here when it was a regular restaurant, or?
Oh no! I was a ER surgeon.
Okay.
So
Doctor.
yeah, if anything, I really love this place.
Like doctor, like I said, we're. So back then, Jessica didn't mention the other angel at that point, right? Did she?
I'm sorry.
Back when she was getting the shot, Jessica didn't get out that we had the other child, right?
No, she.
Oh, she did. Okay.
She said that out loud.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
that's what I technically rolled
Right.
for.
Okay. Yeah.
And I failed that roll.
Doctor.
Okay.
Doctor, is there any leads you may know of to get treatment within the younger girl, Angel? She's probably around 30, 35, 34 hours in. To go. Sorry,
what kind of symptoms did she have?
She was vomiting the last time we
She
saw
was
her.
she was vomiting at
Yes.
35 hours?
Yes.
No, that's something that happens at like 17 hours. That's
We were there when she got bitten.
Is it possible
Well-
that because she's younger and
well, yeah. I mean, it's
even
not an exact science for the 48.
Right.
I mean, when they made those wristbands,
Yes.
I mean, it was supposed to be. They didn't make them right, for one thing. They
Right.
had them all based on the average height and
Right.
size of a man
Sure.
for that 48 hours for, the rate of infection.
then
But if
even-
it's a child, it's going to happen sooner than that. That's why I always have emergency treatment for little ones.
Doctor, is there any leads you have on finding? Because the only one we were given was to visit the. I'm not sure if you know, but there's a man called Simon Hoist.
At the sound of that name, Gustav, then
That's
just
our only lead.
you see
Yep,
him
and I
kind
get
of
that.
shut down a little bit and kind of move away
Doctor,
from you.
That's our only lead at this point. Is there any lead that you know of that?
You don't want to go to him.
Ideally
I mean,
not.
no. Go to Veronica. Go to
That's-
Veronica.
yeah,
She
we
told
were-
us to go to. Hoist.
Veronica said that she's a week and a half away from receiving more treatments. She pointed us towards Simon. Now that's why I'm asking you now. Do you have any leads besides Simon?
No, it's the two of them. It used to be just Veronica, and then now Simon just kind of split off from that, and he's well, you could use the term militant, and that would
then,
actually be a light term
in that
to
case,
use for Simon Hoist.
Do you have any leverage of any point, any in for us to approach him towards getting treatment?
Well, I mean, that's what Tally is. That's who Tally's been selling our treatments to.
Wow, that's something else to hear.
Because at this moment we're just walking in blind. We don't have anything to offer him. We don't know if you have a history or know anything about it.
Yeah, I've got a history with Simon.
Is there anything you could tell us that might help us?
Well, with him, don't question his authority. That's never a good thing. Also, he wants people to be part of the fold. It's his way or no way, kind of the thing.
Yes,
I mean,
that helps, Doctor.
I mean, I think from the very beginning, he does power plays with you. Is what he does.
Power plays?
He does power plays when all of this started happening, and he decided to split off from Evan's crew. He did this lineup with his men. He blindfolded 3 people, told them that this is so-and-so who started, this for us. This is so-and-so who's from Synchronity Tech, and this is so-and-so who's a murderer of children, and then gave them a gun with 1 bullet and told them to shoot somebody.
Jesus.
I mean, this is the kind of things that he does.
But he's still fighting back, right? I mean,
In his own way, he
is anyone else? Really?
Well, Evans is. She is fighting back in her own way.
But
I mean, I'm kind of a pacifist when it really comes down to it. He wanted me to join him, but I couldn't. He wants to take out the communities. You understand that? He's
coming after say Clearville, and he's taking out those communities?
Well, he's going there, and if you don't join him, then it's his way or no way.
Right. That is very insightful, Doctor. That definitely gives us something to work with. Thank you.
I feel like I should help you more than that, but I don't know what I can do.
No, that's good.
No, you've definitely given Haley a new lease on life for a bit longer at the very least, so we appreciate that.
You've joined them by this point, Dr. Susan.
Dr. Gustav, do you know where Tally might go from here next, where her next stop is closest to here?
What do you mean go next?
What?
Oh, Tally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I don't know. Where were all of y'all headed next? Were you going after Simon?
We were going after Simon. Has Tally left?
We have a problem. Tally and Miranda are gone, and so is the car. Could I tell?
Is that something to be concerned about? Maybe they just went for a supply run, or?
Do you have any transportation we may be able to borrow?
Oh well, sure. Yeah, I've got my pickup truck in the back.
May we borrow it for a short
it's
time?
it's a little tricky.
Right now we have no
faster than by
options.
foot. That would be great. We'll bring it back. We just need to catch up with the rest of the group. They appear to have moved on to their next stop. And
I'm so sorry, Doctor.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. I mean, I guess I can offer to come with you, or maybe give you some food.
Doctor, if you, honestly, at this point, we could take any help we could get, and we're not in the best shape that a medical doctor, if you're offering.
If you're looking to join a community, we'd be very happy to have you.
Oh no, I'm not into politics at all. I just help anybody that comes along.
Doctor,
you don't have to join in any politics, but helping would be great.
Joining a community is joining politics.
Doctor, you could be somewhat of a freelance doctor.
We're not trying to convert you, but if you are offering to join, we would gladly have your
I think
your
you
presence.
just mean coming with us right now, right?
Yeah, I would.
think,
I would just take you to where Simon is and drop you off. I'm not going inside.
okay, I think that's better. I mean, that's better.
That's where we were headed anyway. There's nowhere else we can go right now in our state.
Jason, Haley, when we head out, let's try and figure out where those tire tracks are going, where our friends have gone.
Are you sure that they didn't just maybe bygones and are just doing a supply run or something?
I don't think Miranda
would.
No.
Yeah,
we would have communicated it prior.
And Tally
Right.
has kind of no.
Is
Slightly
I think she
unpredictable.
means well. It's just,
The best meaning of people can be clouded by poor inebriation.
Would it be okay to leave Mallory here? I gesture to the dog. I feel like it's not. Where we're going isn't a good place to.
Well, yeah.
take
If you
her.
wanna leave, I would love to have the company.
She seems she'd be safest here. So.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, you can. She can
Especially-
stay for as long as she wants with me. So.
Thank you, Doctor.
thank you.
We're going into a place we don't even know what's going to happen, so
All right.
the
Well,
dog probably would be safe.
go ahead and finish your meal, and then we'll just climb into my pickup truck, and I'll go ahead and drive you to the airport. Then.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Jesus.
So Miranda,
my God.
you are sitting in the passenger seat of the Jeep. Tally has a gun trained on you, and is you're not sure where she's driving you right now.
Right.
I don't like you,
Oh my God.
and I know who you are.
Who am I?
Oh, I recognize your voice. You're that NPR person that always had so much to say about just about everybody. I appreciated that thing that you did with your mom, with her turning, but otherwise than that, you ain't nothing. You just a cold cocking nothing.
Cold cocking nothing.
Yeah, you hit me in my face.
I understand.
I'm gonna sell you.
You're gonna sell me.
I'm gonna sell you to Simon.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. Because you probably mean something to Claraville, yeah? Because otherwise they wouldn't have sent you out here with Liv Shepherd's sweet little daughter if you didn't mean anything, if you weren't worth something.
Yeah, no, I think they sent me out here because I don't mean anything.
That doesn't make any sense. Everybody means something.
Well, I don't think that's right.
Well, you're going to mean something to Simon. He's always looking for either someone to take one of them bullets, either that or whatever.
Listen, you're right.
He can always use more hands in his war.
No, I think he's fighting a good war. That's right.
Go ahead and do a roll. Do you mean this, or are you trying to? What's your objective
I
here?
don't mean it.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to get by with a lie. Go for it.
Yeah.
Do you have a hope die or no?
And you only have 5 die in there, right?
Yeah. Okay. No. 1 and nothing else.
Do we have any hope?
You don't have any hope.
She can burn something.
Oh yeah.
She can burn.
Sure.
Yes, you can definitely burn something right now. You could.
Otherwise, that's
burn-
it.
You have your hope. I will find hope when I find the father of my unborn child.
Yeah. So I can potentially hope that by going to the airport, I might be able to find him there.
That doesn't allow to re-roll ones.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What
Oh,
is
yeah.
Only traits Vice and Virtue does. The hope is just if you want to announce
if you
before.
wanna add on
yeah,
to
add
it.
in your hope die.
So
So if she's on a hope, she should have used
Let me
it.
double check to see if there are any. All right.
Any of the resubs or subscribers?
In the back, do we have any resubs or subscribers?
Because that's
Straws.
the only thing that would
Straws.
save. That's the only thing that would save at this point. Reroll that one.
Hello in the back? Nope. Okay, so this chapter has ended.
What was that? Did we get a?
I missed it.
I just.
Did we get
Oh, we
something?
just had a GM power. Let's see.
Oh, that's the first of the game.
Did it come in a timely manner?
It's up to Markia.
Sorry.
I very much enjoy that GM power that just came in. It does not pertain to this situation.
Oh, okay. That's it then.
And that was by Solid Joy 25.
Can I throw in my brink? Or no?
Yes.
God.
Yes, I will completely allow
That's the
that.
only
I like
other
the
option.
enthusiasm.
No, if you want to roll
I-
against madness right now,
But
I
we're not-
will
That's the
let
only thing that's going to save a candle, right?
I hate
We got-
to be this person, but you're in two completely different scenes right now. I
No,
don't know
I'm
if
gonna
you
let
can-
it happen. If
Oh
you,
snap!
if you
Don't do
wanna-
it. She's too happy.
if you want to roll for madness right now, Mike, I'll let it happen.
Never
if
let
you-
a GM be this happy.
I'm into
How many
it.
dice do we have? 5.
5.
Can I roll a 6 with 5?
Yeah.
Jesus. God.
Do you
This
have
is
your-
a bad point to lose my brink.
Do you have your hope die?
Well, maybe you are going insane because I suggested we don't turn off the car. and
Okay,
take
we're
the
gonna
keys, and
move
now-
forward
Okay,
then.
I'm not gonna
and
lose
this,
it. It makes-
and this
Stop.
chapter will end.
Okay, yep.
Miranda, you try to lie to Tally, and she obviously knows that you're lying. Why?
paranoia.
Because a drug addict knows a recovering drug addict. she pistol whips you continuously. Like she pulls the car over, pistol whips you continuously because you just won't go down. You're too strong in spirit.
Your pain
Until she finally knocks you semi-unconscious. Your nose is broken, bleeding out of the side of your mouth, cracked tooth. You feel her pat you down, reach into your pocket,
God damn it.
and take the prescription bottle of pills that you had just stolen from Dr. Gustav. You feel you feel a rough cloth go upside your head, like to
over?
drawstring
Sure.
close.
Why not?
As you completely go unconscious and another light goes out in the world.
I deserve it.
How many of these have you put out?
Couple.
Miranda?
Just a couple.
I wrote a 6 as well.
And next will be chapter 7. So Dr. Gustav Rambeau is driving his pickup truck and has jaunty tunes going on. He likes to listen to Johnny Cash, and that's what you're listening to in his pickup truck. Mallory has taken to him, actually, and is sitting right next to him. How are the rest of you situated in this pickup truck?
I'm probably sitting next to Mallory on the other side.
Definitely sitting next to Mallory.
I can be in the front. Oh, sorry, you were in the back,
I think
right?
She's in the front.
I'm
She's
sorry,
in the front.
I'm just in the back
it's
then, it doesn't matter.
Gustav, Mallory,
Okay, understood.
Haley. And then there are...
Us
you
two in
wanna
the back,
just-
I guess.
Yeah, just be in the back.
Okay, so it's a large pickup truck, so we'll have the both of you in the back.
Yeah.
All right, as you're driving through Bakersfield, who else here is a native of Bakersfield?
I was just going to
Well,
college.
besides Gustav.
Yeah, I was going to college. I'm not sure where
So
the
you're going to
college
Cal
is.
State Bakersfield?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I wasn't originally from Bakersfield.
Yeah. Same. I'm not originally. Dr. McKinley's not originally from here, but she did open a practice here. So she's been here a couple of years, but she hasn't seen a lot of it 'cause she was very busy.
So Dr. McKinley,
Yes,
I mean,
Dr. Gustav.
you definitely don't have any Bakersfield on your tongue. I'm guessing that you're not from around here.
Well, people need help in all locations, Dr. Gustav. I'm sure
Yeah.
you know that.
What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a psychologist.
You know what? I think mental health is extremely important.
It is
actually.
extremely important. The mind
Yeah.
can affect the body.
Absolutely. You know, I do believe that through the power of prayer, that you can then affect the body. You know, it's
Everyone-
kind of like you can't just have Western medicine, you got to have Eastern medicine also. Kind of like that.
Everyone has something that keeps them strong.
Yeah, indeed. As you continue to drive through Bakersfield, he's taking a winding course, you know, around and through. You kind of get hit with the feeling that maybe this isn't coming back. All of it. You see all these vestiges of civilization. You know, you see a Bank of America next to a Chase Bank. You see liquor stores. And then you see a few hipster stores like Romancing the Bean and coffee shops. And all of them are closed. All of them are shuttered. A lot of broken windows.
Dr. Susan McKinley reminisces about the day when people were just worried about debt. Financial woes.
I remember spending too much of my, allowance from my parents at school on expensive coffee.
That's great. Up ahead, does it look like this road has been driven recently? Like perhaps Tally and Miranda have gone down this road?
Yeah,
Looks like
actually.
someone's living there
You can tell from there's fresh paint scrapings like along. You notice that like it keeps on. It looks like there was a vehicle recently
was
that
slightly
would-
out of control. That's scary.
that kind of, and then you see that there is fresh paint. You're very eagle-eyed with this, so you notice that
Observant.
right away.
I am relieved to see the fresh tire tracks. I am very deeply disturbed to see the way the car was
Is she
driving.
saying that out loud? Are you saying that out loud?
No.
Yeah. And as you're driving along, you know, and Dr. Gustav is just whistling slightly out of tune. He's a very nice man, but he's practically tone deaf with it. The windows are down.
Dr. Gustav, I love this music. It is wonderful to keep the spirit upbeat, as we said, but if you wouldn't mind just turning it down a little, I'd like to keep an air of secrecy or safety about us on this journey, since we have some young ones with us.
Oh,
a young one.
Oh, yeah.
I glare at her, but I don't say.
I give her a wink, like, you already got treatment now, then just keep rolling with it.
So, I apologize. I just spend time in the restaurant. He clicks off the music
Doctor,
right away.
do you have any idea of how these affected work when we were escaping them? We weren't sure, but it kind of looked like they were following the sound.
They do seem to be blinded, but they do follow sound.
Do you know
Yes.
anything about this? Can you expand on that?
Or is this perhaps the first
well,
you've heard of it?
you know, there were some medical reports that were released, you know, around the time that it all happened, and you know, those got fine-tuned, and it seems what it really is they take on a lot of the characteristics of the American cockroach themselves. Like it seems like they're hearing, but it seems more like they're tasting the air, and then that's how they
Yeah.
find you.
What does that mean? Is that some sort of
Cats and snakes, they stick their tongue out and they taste the molecules in the air. It's like smelling, but even more intense for certain animals. Are you saying these humans are developing these senses?
Hey, if I could catch one and then like really take a look at it, I'd be great with that. You know, I might be able to give you more information, but I can only go on speculation right
I
now.
was just trying to figure out what the knowledge that you did have at this point.
Yeah, no, it something like it hypersensitivity with with those receptors, mostly with taste, and everything just kind of fine tunes up from what they could tell.
It's almost like a type of rabies, but
That's
that's something else.
it's interesting, Doctor. As you're driving along, now that it's quiet, you can hear affected in the distance. It
Ahead of
seems
us?
ahead of you. So it's very slight right now. It's very quiet, but you can hear it. It sounds like perhaps there's a herd of affected.
Doctor, do you hear that?
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Is there perhaps another route to the airport that we could try?
Yeah, but you're not really gonna like it.
Why not?
Well, you remember that movie, was it Terminator, or it was like Terminator 2, where the Arnold Schwarzenegger character like had to go down like was the concrete like river.
So it was LA River.
Exactly, and you have to like do that, like bust through fences and go down that way. Well, we kind of have to do that, but I don't know how clear that would be.
Well, right now it seems like we definitely know there's a herd in front of us.
All right,
Wouldn't it seem?
we'll give it a go. I'm trying to get you to the airport, so
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
we'll do what we can. Miranda, you wake up with a cloth bag over your head. Your hands are tied in front of you, and you're on a floor. You don't know where you are. What do you want to do?
I wanna like mentally assess. Well, fuck, my arms also.
You feel like this, like this.
It's like this. I just want to like take a minute of like I've jolt up, and I want to take a minute to assess like what the severity of my binding is.
Okay, so you test your bindings?
Yeah.
Okay. It's zip cord. You know, like
So, great.
so it's plastic.
So they're pretty tight on. And can I get a sense of how this bag is covering me? Like if I were to like shimmy out of it, probably not.
Before you lost complete unconsciousness, you felt a drawstring.
Cool. Great. So I'm gonna try and remain still as though I'm unconscious and trying to assess any other sensory items to see, like hear anything, smell anything.
Okay, so you're just using all your senses.
Yeah,
Have
besides
a roll, please.
sight. Sure.
Taste it with your mouth. Just go.
You know, it's not like I'm asking. It's not like I'm
No,
asking
that's
to
true.
roll.
No, the last two, Mikey,
the last
definitely.
3.
I don't like it
Oh.
when you roll. I like you. Oh, you
Well,
did
that's
all right.
3 6s
Wow, there
and,
you go.
and nothing else.
Does she just snap out of the?
Yeah, just like Hulk it. Please Hulk it and then smash everyone.
Yeah, please.
All right, so tell me what you see and hear.
When you have choice like this, you can.
I rolled 1-6, so you
can
get
really,
to
yeah,
tell
you can
me.
really
You get to tell me
You're in the
Yeah.
Ulrich.
what's going
so
on.
take your time and choose what you want.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason. But
Okay, so-
surely breaking it.
I can tell that I am alone in this room. I can tell that, like, it's somewhat, like, it's a concrete slab, probably like 8 by 8, like not warm or welcoming whatsoever. So I start to shimmy once I can tell, like, I hear not people that are further away, like no one's basically watching me, is what I can sense because I've been passed out. And Tally probably thinks that she did a good job of hitting me, so she probably thinks I'm out longer than I actually am. So I start like wiggling around the room to see if I can find anything. And I do find a sharp edge of a pipe
Nice.
Okay.
that I start to slowly I assess to see if I can get my
No,
rip
complete
tie
it.
off, but instead I realize that's not going to work because it's not strong enough. So I try to get like a tear in the fabric of the thing
Okay.
that's over my head.
All right. So using the sharp edge of that pipe that's dull enough that it's not going to go through a thick
Right.
zip cord, but it will. Yeah, you go ahead and rip a little tear in the cloth bag that's around you so that you can see around.
I guess I should have asked if I
Yeah, you should have.
You can just go and.
Too late.
Yeah, you can. When you have a lot of power when you describe your role.
So you have managed to.
and then I have a moment of realization that I could just have untied it.
yeah.
And
No,
so
we're in stressful situations.
I
Yeah,
understand.
it's okay. It's okay. You do
I-
actually have a lot of power.
But
too.
I also go under the pipe to see if it's like water, but it's probably not potable. Never mind.
So you have ripped.
damn it.
You've
You're
ripped
right. You did
an
great.
unnoticeable hole in your bag so that you can easily see out. But unless someone is very, ardently looking for
Totally.
it, they're not going to be able to see.
Totally.
And since you look around, you see that you are the only person that's in this room. You release the draw cord and you're able
Isn't
to
that great?
put the mask
Above.
so you don't have your face covered, but you still have that hole in your bag. So if you need to, then you
Totes.
can.
Great.
So you look around where you're being held. It's just cinder blocks. That it's just. It looks like maybe a maintenance room, but there's really no maintenance in it apart from that pipe that had a dull, rough edge on the edge of it. So, I mean, your feet are not tied. And there is a door in front of you. It just seems like a regular maintenance door, dark green. So what do you want to do?
What's the status of my arm? It's still pretty bad shape, or
You have dull pain that's shooting through your arm. Originally, Tally did bind it well, though. So for right now, I wouldn't recommend using it in a very active way
but not incapable.
because it's like sitting in its socket. It needs to heal.
Great.
Yeah.
So I push myself against the wall, and since my feet are not bound, I'm able to force myself up to standing.
Okay.
And I walk over to the door and quietly test to see if it's unlocked.
Okay. Go ahead and do a roll.
6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
1 6.
Nice. Well done.
Tell me what happens.
So the door is unlocked.
Stressing me out.
And I slowly turn it so that I'm not making a sound, because I also don't know exactly what I'm going to find on the other end. Can I tell if it's day or night?
Well, right now you rolled 1 more 6 than I did.
Fantastic. So I'm in charge. Great. So it's nighttime. So I have the cover of night in my favor. I decide to to take off the mask at this point, and try to make my to assess if there's anybody coming down. There's one long hallway in front of me. There's two to the right. There's nobody coming this way, and it looks like there's shadows being pitched from a room that's down that way, straight ahead of me. That's probably where the noise is coming from.
Okay, so in this cinder block hallway that goes in two directions, kind of like an L shape, you can tell that further down that way that there is some activity and there is light that is coming from a room. You're not completely underground because there are windows for you to be able to tell that night has fallen.
Got it.
So do you want to head towards the sound? On the left-hand side there is just a hallway, and then it goes around a corner.
And I don't know what's going. Can I assess by the sound if it sounds like they're having a meeting or if they're eating?
So you want to go closer to the sound?
Just a little bit.
Okay, so you move closer to the sound.
Just to get an assessment of what they sound like, to see if I can pass by them unattended, unnoticed.
All right, so you move closer to the sound and closer to the light. As you get closer, you hear walkie-talkie. You don't really hear what they're saying. It's very crackly, but somebody is barking orders at somebody else. Do you get closer?
Nope. In that moment, I'm a little bit frozen. I feel like I've pushed my luck a little bit. So I start to slowly shimmy using the shadows as much as possible towards the L that curves.
All right, so around the other corner of the hallway.
Yes.
Okay, so you start walking towards the other corner of the hallway and down that hallway. As you peek your head around the corner, you see that there is nobody there. There is another door at the far end, and then there's a series of doors evenly spaced on the way to that door. What do you want to do?
Do they appear like they're cells?
It appears that it's kind of like the same door that you had that
Fantastic.
you got out of.
And there's one at the end.
And there's one at the end.
So, is it dark? Is it well lit? Is it grungy?
It's just as lit as the hallway that you were just coming out of.
Great. So again, I'm going to use the shadows to my my behest, and also I slowly stepping, and like hide between. I'm like imagining myself. It's like I like pause in between each door that I pass in hopes to not have alerted somebody. Whoop. Yeah, exactly. Until I eventually get to the door that doesn't look like any of those doors, but at the end of the hall.
Okay. Do you open it?
Fuck. Can I see anything around? Is there anything?
You are in this hallway by yourself. The only activity was at the other end of.
I just want to find something to get this off of me.
Well, you can try any of the doors that you've passed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
Did you have a pocket knife?
Ah! Ha ha ha! I do, but she also felt
From
me
the
up.
back of her mind, the voice.
She did, pat you down. Go ahead and take a roll if you want to know whether or not you kept that pocket
I whispered
knife.
it. I should have whispered it louder.
No, I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah. It's about making choices. This is.
Do you want to roll for your moment at any point, or
Throw it in now.
Yeah. If you want to,
Oh my God,
if you
find
want to
the-
try for your hope,
Yeah,
I
the father
can.
of the baby in the cell.
You know what? For this, and because this seems to be kind of a sticking point, we could do a quick little flashback scene if you want to add your hope to this.
Well, I do.
It would be
I
best.
And
think,
if
I think
you
it
get
sounds.
your hope.
I think it sounds
yeah.
right.
Well, yeah. And yep. Sorry. Go.
No, I agree, because there is a part of Miranda that kind of feels excited by this because it's a new territory and she hasn't left Claraville in a long time, and he left, and she's pregnant, by the way. So
BT dubs.
BT dubs.
BT dubs.
So
she hates kids?
She does hate
but
kids.
she's
not,
pregnant.
She's not thrilled. She's not thrilled. But you know when you meet the one you want to procreate.
Okay, so
how do I-
you can go ahead and throw your hope into here.
you
And
don't
let's
actually
No, yeah,
let's-
she-
no. You
just say it.
roll.
If
Yeah.
it's successful, then you
If
get
it's
to roll
successful, we will work your hope into this story.
Got
If
it.
it isn't, you lose it.
Okay.
Good luck.
it. Hope the baby don't die.
Oh! No ones, no sixes.
Do we have any? Do we have any hope?
Because it doesn't help.
You
Can't
have 3
reroll.
hope.
Oh.
We're gonna use
We
two
can't
of them. re-roll it.
You're
Don't you
gonna-
roll any ones.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
no,
re-roll
you
any
can
dice.
re-roll
Oh, that was
any
from
dice.
last volume. They said that you Hope can reroll whatever dice.
So you have 3 hope available.
I will-
You only want to use 2. You do not get to burn something
Use
else
3,
after this.
honestly.
Use 3.
Well, as long as you guys feel okay with
Yeah,
that.
use 3.
I mean, we've got 4 candles. Just use it all.
Right, yeah.
Did you just lose your hope?
Yeah.
Can I roll my brink?
Yes, you can.
I feel like I need to step in.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Did you get your hope yet or no?
I've got my hope.
Okay, so you do get to roll.
So I've got 6 dice to save this candle. And oh, if I get this, does she get her hope die?
No.
Oh, sorry. 2. 6. 1. Hey, it was gonna end anyway. It's already a success on the roll.
Hooray.
2 6s, 1 1.
2 6s?
We saved the candle,
think
but
we'd
one
lose
die's
that
out.
die.
I mean, we were gonna lose the die anyway if the candle went out. So
Yeah.
this is okay. Good.
That's good. Mike gambled with his mind,
I
and the
know.
gamble won. Okay, you have lost your hope, but
Never gamble with your mind.
that does mean that this chapter will continue. So there is
Yep.
that. Okay. So I'm sorry. You were going to check one of the rooms.
No, I was
for-
gonna check my body for the.
for the pocket knife. You search frantically. Tally has been very efficient at stripping you of everything but the clothes on your back and the shoes on your feet.
Cool.
Oh man.
Um,
Did that 2 6s mean
Use your
nothing?
zipper.
So,
on your
Oh,
pants.
tell me what your next move is.
well, so because it's plastic, I don't know what I'm going into. I do want to like listen to the door to see what's beyond it, but I want like just scratch. Like I want to because it's cement.
It's so hard not to interfere. I know how
Okay,
you can
so
get them
you
off, I
you want
can't help
to
you.
scrape your plastic zip cord
Yeah.
along the floor?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing right now? Just tell me exactly what it is.
Yeah,
again.
I think that I want to do that. See if I can get some friction going and try and
Okay.
split it.
So Miranda bends down and she starts frantically scratching
She's from NPR.
at,
She's
at
not very
a rough
smart.
part of the
starts a
cement
fire.
floor. While she is doing that, you hear footsteps coming up behind you, and you freeze. They're walking, and they're walking towards you. They stop, and you hear, Miranda? When you look over your shoulder, you see Clark, the father of your unborn baby. What the hell are you doing here?
What the hell are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm trying to help save the world.
Well,
Are you trying to scrub your zip cord along the floor to break it?
Well, what would you do if you're kidnapped by an insane drug addict?
Wait, what?
I was kidnapped by an insane drug addict and taken to wherever this is. I can only assume Hoist Hotel.
Okay, come here. And he picks you up and then takes you over back along the way, back towards the original door that you looked at. I puts you into this office. It's just a small office and sits you down into a chair. And he goes, I didn't know that it was you that was brought in, but you've been sold to Simon.
She actually sold me.
Yeah, she sold you. Actually, you went for a month's worth of treatment. I didn't realize it was you, but yeah, no. You're gonna have to join this army. You're gonna have to join the resistance. If you say that you're not going to, he will shoot you in the head.
This is someone you follow. This is why you left Claraville. This is why.
I'm saving the world
For a
right
madman
now.
that's going to put a bullet into somebody's head that he's never even met? That's saving the world? He's killing a normal human that's unbitten and unkilled?
Okay, if you're not with us, then you're against us.
I'm
and if you're
asking you a
against us,
question.
I'm saying, I'm answering. If you're against us, then you're just one more person that could be affected and then end up taking out one of our soldiers.
So kill them first.
If they don't want to join, if you want to sit around in your little milk community and hope and wish and pray that the world would become a better place instead of doing something about it, then yeah, you deserve a bullet in the head.
And you'd let your baby die?
I didn't know about that.
I know you didn't. That was how I told you.
Congratulations.
Clark goes and just sits down far away from you, as far as he can get.
I'm gonna have to pay for
This is a little too real, guys.
as far as away as he can get.
So good.
So dead.
There's no way for me to get you out of here or help you in any way.
Clearly.
You have to join or you'll die. That's just, you have to join or you die.
Great.
Just wait here. I'll I don't know, get you some. What do you?
Just cut my
Do you want some
ties,
crackers
you-
and cheese or
Jesus.
something? What do you eat? What do pregnant people
I'm a
eat?
human.
I mean, what do
give
you
me
want? You want
food.
grapes
I
or
don't want-
something?
Wow.
I don't know. I've never been here before. If you know what I mean. We didn't exactly end it well.
You didn't end it well.
The world is more important than anybody in it.
No, I got it.
Any single people
I got
in
it. I got it.
You know what? Just sit here. I'm going to get you food.
Can you just untie me or something?
No, that's not. No, there's no way.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be right back.
Jesus.
The three of you are in Dr. Gustav's pickup truck. He has, he's all gung ho for this. He's ready, but not enough to speed down a steep enclave. He's a pacifist, so he's outside of the truck, trying to pick a padlock that is holding a fence closed. Once you get this padlock open, then you'll be able to go down this steel embankment to then have pretty much a straight way towards the airport.
I get out. What's the size of the padlock?
It's a regular, like it's industrial size, like that. You know, like it's a regular
the chain.
padlock.
The chain. Okay.
Yeah, the chain is normal. It's just very standard.
Doctor, do you know how to pick a lock? What are you trying to do?
Well, I didn't think about this part with it. I don't have a key for this. I mean, I guess we could try ramming the pickup truck into it, but I'm not really that kind of person that just, you know, woohoo. I'm really good about I can take us down this embankment, but I don't know about knocking off this padlock. I'm sorry. I mean, if any of you have ideas, or if any of you want to try,
I think picking the lock is a wonderful, quiet idea.
Who knows how to pick a lock?
He has the tools.
Oh, you do?
Well, I've got, you know, these. I mean, you can try to use this to pick a lock. Hey, I didn't want to say it, but I kind of know about your Haley Brooks. I used to watch your YouTube show, so.
Cool.
Yeah. But you know, it's you used to cover a variety of topics. You ever cover any lock picking or anything?
Yes.
I could try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try.
Great, roll for it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Good luck. You've got your hope, right?
Okay.
You got your hope, don't you? That's right. All right.
And I still have my brink to burn if it doesn't go well.
It's not going
I'm gonna
well.
burn my brink.
Well, you have. Did you do your? You haven't done your hope.
Yeah, I did.
Did you get it?
Yeah, she's got a hope die in it. She's got 2 ones. Do we have any hope? Or
Yes, you have 1 hope.
do we get any subscribers
In the back, do we have any subscribers?
or resubs? There's got to have been at least 1. Come on. Last week.
Hello,
you
in the
guys-
back.
Last week, it wasn't caught.
No, unfortunately
I'm
not.
gonna burn my brink.
I'm not
gonna
human.
save
We
the,
have 5 hope.
I'm gonna save the hope and burn my brink.
Okay.
Because we only have one.
Can
and
we do-
I have 2 ones
Can we
here, so.
can we do hope and then if that fails, bring? Was that a possible? I
Oh,
can't
well,
remember.
she had her hope, right?
No. I mean, sorry.
Yeah,
what-
no, I want to save that hope. I'm making the decision to save the hope and do my break.
I mean, you're gonna be. Do you know what happens if you lose your brain?
I lose my hope die.
No, you go insane. Your character just literally goes insane.
You do. You lose your
literally
mind.
go
Oh.
insane, and you have to.
Okay, then. Well, shoot, I just.
Honestly,
I mean,
it's up
what-
to
I
you.
just
but
picked up all the dice.
No, I mean, no. I mean, like, how many hope
if
do
you
we
want
have?
to do it,
Well, she
You-
doesn't. She doesn't
you
know the extent
have-
of what
you
the
have one
repercussions
hope.
were.
I'm gonna.
You have one
well, I
hope.
already-
If you wanna,
I'd already
roll
picked up-
your brain.
Roll it. I want to see
I
what
kind of have
happens.
to now because I already picked up
Oh.
the dice, so I lost
I mean-
the roll that I
probably
had.
far too late. But the hope die succeeds at a 5 or a 6, and I did roll a 5 when I had done my hope.
It's
Uh,
far too late.
I know,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, she didn't roll a 5 or a 6.
Yeah,
Good luck.
no.
I want to
Okay.
see you.
Yeah, I
so
already-
if
I want to
you,
see you act insane.
so are you doing your brink right now
Yes. That was
instead
my-
of using one of these?
Well, I can't because I already picked up all the dice. So.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You roll it individually. It helps.
Okay.
One. One. Roll how you want. Okay. It works for me. 6. Oh God.
By the way, my new Markia GM moment is when you said I should have done it, and she went, "It's too late."
The question is, do you want me? Because we're gonna lose 2 of those dice. Then should I spend that hope that we have to try to keep one of those dice?
How many 6s did you roll?
We
One.
Ooh, so did I.
Do we want to spend a hope to try to save one of these?
we've got one hope, right? Yeah, just roll it.
Okay, I'm gonna spend the 1 hope to try
Yeah.
to save.
I mean, 4. Okay, so we lose 1 die.
Yeah, we lose 1 die.
I mean,
Okay.
otherwise we'd only have 2 dice at the
And
point.
I keep my
Yeah.
hope, and I am not
Yes.
insane. And
Yeah,
well,
yes, well
I
done.
have to incorporate this too, don't
Yes,
I?
you are going to have to incorporate your brink into what happens.
So I'm going.
next.
This is going to be a backstory thing because my brink was I've hurt people on purpose, and the reason Haley knows how to pick locks
Mhm.
is part of the way she was funding her fancy YouTube
Nice.
lifestyle in college, was she
Good
was
choice.
stealing from other students.
Wow,
like, and,
nice.
Like,
Rebel.
not like physically hurting them, but she was like, taking people. She was screwing over other
Yeah.
people, and it would mostly be friends who she knew had
Wow.
cool stuff.
Mhm.
So
She's a bitch.
yeah, she was kind of
Okay.
a garbage person.
Okay, so
So yeah, that's how I know how to pick
Haley-
locks.
Haley deftly takes the picks out of Dr.
She
Gustav's
makes it look
hands.
like it's a little harder for her than it is.
she
Fumble.
takes them out of his hands and then looks over at everybody and is like, oh, and fumbles a little bit. And then she, since we rolled the same, I say what happens.
Okay.
So she then sticks the picks into the padlock and very quickly goes ahead and then pops open the padlock.
Wow.
And then takes it off. And as she is pulling the chain, she doesn't notice that there are cockroaches
Oh God.
on the chain. They land on her hand.
Oh.
She briskly knocks them away
Everyone, look out!
since it was a success.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, look out! There's.
There
Well,
are
just-
a bunch of cockroaches
Just
around
get
you. What are you
away
gonna
from.
do?
Let's get into the car.
Yeah, get into the car.
And I'm looking to see if the cockroaches are not like, kind of like carjacked. I mean, not carjacked. So stowed away on the car.
Oh man.
No, stowed away. Like I'm watching that they don't like come towards the car and like hop on and. So I'm just
Okay.
making sure. Just making
Okay,
sure.
so it's clear. Y'all
Yeah,
jump back into the
Okay.
pickup truck. Dr. Gustav
like a cockroach, guys.
starts the truck, and you zoom down the steel embankment at a very crisp 25 miles an hour
Okay.
because it's Dr. Gustav, and he takes things very safely. He lets out a woohoo as you're going. It seems like it's way more clear than you thought it would be
Cool.
before. So you go ahead and you're going down one of those concrete tunnels. That's an open-ended tunnel that you see like in Terminator,
Sure.
and you're heading towards the airport. So he's like, oh, and this won't take much time at all. So just sit back and enjoy. Should I put Johnny Cash back on?
Maybe we'll keep Johnny
Perhaps
Cash
we
on.
play the songs in our mind.
Yeah, I just I haven't really had an adventure like this before, and
Thank you.
and just it puts a spirit into me.
It
Yeah.
does
You're doing a
absolutely.
great
It's just a
job.
very fine line between adventure and misadventure. So
Right. No, I completely understand. How's your shoulder doing?
It's surprisingly quite good. I've got use of my arm again now, so thank you.
Oh, okay. It's good to hear that. I'm going to need for you to roll.
No!
on.
Oh, come on.
Why would you say that?
I thought she was asking, and I was just gonna keep on going till the GM says, oh, Jesus. All right, we got 4 dice. Let's go. 4. 5. Shit, come on. 1. Fuck. Let's go. Hope die. 5 or 6. Let's go. All right.
Jumanji.
No,
Wait,
no, it
5 or
has to be
6. 6!
Your arm is absolutely fine.
It's actually perfectly fine.
We lose that die though.
I know.
yeah.
Do we have a hope?
Actually, you can tell me how fine your arm is right now.
Superhuman.
Surprisingly, I've got the strength of Hercules. No, I'm kidding. Doctor, it's actually you did a really good job. You bended it very well. I feel like there's some pain, but in terms of functionality, my arms.
I'm no longer affected.
I'm no longer.
I am healed.
Thank you, Doctor. It feels painful, but in terms of function, you've done an amazing job. Thank you.
All right. I'm happy to hear that. It's it's really interesting. Do you feel like you have any nausea or any symptoms or anything? It doesn't seem like you. It almost seems like you're not sick at all.
How many hours are we in?
As a doctor, I'm just saying.
Well,
I can tell that it's just by now you should have had some symptoms. It's interesting that you don't.
have there
Well-
been any reports of immunity, perhaps resistance to this infection?
Not a single case, but averages, statistics say that something like that should happen sometime.
You'd
Well,
think
you
so.
know what they say, Doctor. I did play. I was very good with gambling, and they did call me Magic Mike at some point. So we'll see. In
You were a
terms of
stripper?
no,
Whoa, son!
in terms of gap.
What'd you dance to? I'm just wondering what
Johnny
your
Cash.
song was.
It's
I'm
Lady
just gonna
Cash
let
to the
that
cash.
go. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna. That was an in joke that went really bad.
It's okay, we're not judging.
That's fine.
So
Everyone has to
the
make a
three of
living.
you continue on. Mallory is happily panting next to Dr. Gustav as you go closer and closer to the airport. You see it in the distance, and he starts going up the embankment. There is another fence there with another padlock, which Haley expertly opens
Nice.
Wonderful.
to then continue up the
We're going to close the
embankment
door
on.
behind us. Before we drive
oh.
off, I didn't have time to see it before. I was like,
Dr. Susan, do you want to
No!
close and padlock that fence behind you?
no, because I know what that means. You're going to make me roll the 3 die for it. Let's just keep going.
All right, so you leave it open behind you. You're all in the pickup
I want
truck.
to see you roll it individually, like one time.
I'm going to have to.
Isn't that one supposed to be taken out?
I took one out.
Oh,
didn't I?
okay.
Yeah,
Shh.
we've got-
And you go towards the airport. You're on the outskirts of the airport now. And Dr. Gustav is kind of idling the truck. You see that he's gone slower and slower as he got closer and closer to it. You feel like his happy-go-lucky attitude starts dimming, until he's going smaller and smaller. Even Mallory, the dog, the corgi, is being affected by his mood until near the end of one of the the outside maintenance building, he just parks the truck and shuts it off.
Dr. Gustav, thank you. Do you know which entrance
you,
would
Doctor.
be the best, or perhaps the one Tally would go to?
Well, he set up shop in the corporate offices in the airport. I really think that there's got to be another way that you can.
If there was another way, I'm sure we really would have taken it by now. But it seems like we're kind of out of options.
It just
Not
seems
if you
like you're
want to
such
do
nice folks, and well, I'm just a big old softy trying to make this world a better place. So
Thanks for watching my videos.
yeah, you're
Thanks for
very
subscribing.
sprightly.
Thank you.
And I like that because you really did remind me of my daughter, who she passed way before any of this happened. But she
Sorry.
had your smile, and it brought light to my life.
Thank
It
you.
really did.
Well, Doctor, thank you again for the arm. It's and the jambalaya, and
Your hospitality
really
is
good.
greatly appreciated.
and that was quite an adventure. That ride, I enjoyed it as well.
That was an adventure, wasn't it? I haven't had an adventure like that in a while.
It
And
was great.
that's weird to say on, during the apocalypse or whatnot, but whew, I think I'm just going to go on back to my restaurant and,
Take care of Mallory, please.
yeah, and you know what? And he gets real quiet again. If you end up making it back, she'll be there waiting for you whenever you want.
Thank you, Doctor.
And I know you expressed disinterest in joining the community previously, but you would be welcome there if you decided you reached a point where you need more company.
I don't like how the communities are treating it. They really are just trying to sit back and let other people.
I think what she's saying is the doors will always be open to you.
I appreciate that.
Do you happen to know which terminal the offices are located in?
Sure. The corporate offices, they're going to be in the main building. So, I mean, there's a lot of signs. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to get it. I do recommend, though, that you maybe take one of the maintenance corridors to get there, which is why I parked right next to one of these outbuildings. So, I do recommend that. But otherwise,
We'll take that advice.
Thank you for all of your assistance.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
yeah.
Please be
Well, all right then. I wish that there was more that I could do, but
Take care.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
Then he starts to pick up,
safe. If only we could run that fast.
and then you see him, and he drives off into the distance. I'm gonna need for you to roll for me, Jody.
Oh. Good luck.
I think Mallory is about to go bananas.
Mallory, the dog?
Yeah, separation anxiety. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe I'm
Do we have any hope?
Oh no.
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
have 3 hope.
Wow.
Thank you.
Goodness, chat.
How many do you think we need?
How many should I spend? I didn't get any ones, but
I mean,
I would just spend them. Go
Spend
for
them
it.
all?
I mean, yeah, because at this
'Cause
point it's not a
she's-
success.
You have no idea what you're rolling for, and
okay.
That's kind of a good point.
Oh,
Oh, you got one success on
one
the
success
yeah,
on my
the
hope die.
Okay, so you did all 3 of the hope?
Yes.
we did. Yes,
And
but
one success on
luckily
the
we didn't.
hope die.
But thank you.
and-
The hope was well
and no
used.
one. Yes, we
Yeah.
need more hope. We need more
It
hope.
was used because we didn't put out a candle, so thank you. We did need it.
Okay, so since I got 3 6s, I'm seeing what happens right now.
Dang.
That's
So
insane.
Mallory the dog starts becoming hysterical in the front of the pickup. She doesn't understand what's going on.
Separation anxiety.
This is her friend. This is her master, and I don't understand what's going on. So as the pickup truck is driving towards the steep embankment, you see Gustav like through the back of the pickup trying to be like, oh no, it's fine, it's okay. And Mallory is jumping back and forth in the front of the pickup truck, back and forth. And as the truck gets closer and closer to the steep embankment, Mallory jumps out of the driver's side window, but because of that, rakes against Dr. Gustav's face, and the pickup truck ends up, instead of going down the steep embankment, it goes over the edge, and you hear a crash as the pickup lands on the other side, like within that ravine.
how far down?
Mallory the dog runs full speed back up to you, happy to be reunited with you.
There's no explosion.
I'm gonna run over to Dr. Gustav.
Okay, so all of you run back over to where you see the pickup truck.
There was an explosion, was there?
It was a crash.
There is an explosion. There was a crash, though.
Yeah.
So you run over to where the pickup truck has, and you see that there's a, from the angle that you're looking at it, the back of the truck door is like hanging open. You see that the driver's side is open, and you see Gustav hanging. His head is hanging like this, and there seems to be a spray of blood that's on the front of the windshield. Like you can see it dripping down the side of the door.
I go up and sorry, go on. I just go check his pulse.
Okay, so you go down
Wait,
the.
wait,
I'm gonna run straight up and try and get him out
Okay,
of there.
so you're gonna. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you
He's a
all.
good man.
You all go to
fucking
the
dead.
passenger side door.
Oh, is he dead though? You going to?
You all go to the passenger passenger side door. You go to does
Driver's
anybody
side.
driver's side? So you go over to the driver's side door and then like holding his head and then you steadily like he's semi-conscious.
Oh,
okay,
God.
okay.
Yeah. He's semi-conscious. There's just blood completely on this side of his face.
Yeah.
And there's damage
Yep.
to his face itself. And he's holding his shoulder very gingerly, and you've laid him down on the pavement.
I'm sorry.
Right there.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't.
It's
I
not your
didn't-
fault, but
I
it's
just thought
possible to
Judy's
still save him
safer.
if we take him and tell them they have history. Simon Hoyce has history with the doctor. If we take him in, it's possible that he may save him, thinking that he can keep him as a doctor for his people. That's the only way I can think of maybe saving the doctor right now.
I'm going to take the covering off the back of the pickup truck and suggest we make it into a stretcher carrying blanket, put him on it, and take him inside.
That's fine. Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Take it out, put it on the ground, move him onto it. We're going to pick it up.
and,
All three of us should be able
let's
to
take
lift
him
a dead weight.
in there, and this is his only hope, but also this actually potentially gives us an in with Simon.
I'm going to take the keys out of the truck, turn off, put those in my pocket.
Okay.
Cool. And
All
so
right.
we're carrying
Okay, so
Doctor.
you've made a makeshift sling
Yeah.
that the three of you are carrying him
Sure.
with? Okay, great. So you've done that. Gustav is still semi-conscious.
Okay.
So you're taking him up the steel embankment and then back to, where are you taking him?
Airport.
Back to
yeah,
the
yeah.
We're going
same...
to go through the
Yeah,
maintenance,
Back to
maintenance door. The
Yeah,
one
yeah.
he was pointing
yeah.
towards.
Well, we
okay,
want
the maintenance.
we want to find medical assistance.
Yeah,
for
we're
him.
just gonna
So
take him
we-
into Simon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That will leave him out here to die.
No, I
gotta
completely
take him
agree
in.
to
Okay.
take him in. It's a
Do it.
perfect in for us as well as for the best chance for the doctor's survival right now.
Okay.
They do know each other. He was telling me. So like, hopefully.
Everyone wants to save a doctor. Everyone needs a doctor.
Potentially, if they save him, then Simon will. Hearing about his character, will try to keep him here, but at the very least, he'll be alive. So
Yeah.
let's get moving.
Okay, so you open it. You open the maintenance door, and you see that it's cinder blocks. And at this point, night has fallen. So we've been going for
Sure.
a little bit now. Which
How much? Yeah. How much time does everyone have?
okay. So after all of this, now Haley, you are on 45.
Oh Jesus! I'm on 40.
So are you 44 or
see.
43?
I would be
Yeah, it's
around-
3 hours.
I would be probably 43 or 4.
From you were previously on 47, so it would be 44.
Okay,
for
cool.
you.
I'll take it.
Wait, so then Hallie is what then?
Haley is
Haley's-
45 because it's just been 3 hours from
Yeah.
when she
Got
got the
it.
treatment. hmm
So then, she.
Which puts Angel on 32 hours.
Oh.
Oh, poor baby. She's gonna die.
Oh, okay.
She already did.
Yeah, she probably is.
Well,
Okay, so you head down this maintenance tunnel. All of you are struggling with the weight
Yeah.
of Dr. Gustav. He's lightly groaning, and he's in a lot of pain, semi-conscious.
he gave me some of the painkillers, so I'll
Okay, so yes, you.
doctor, just take some of this. It's just the painkillers you gave me.
Okay.
Roll for it.
I mean,
He takes the painkillers.
Okay.
It definitely seems like it helps.
okay, good.
We can
So-
get you some help. Just
So
stay calm.
you're taking him down this
Yeah.
down this corridor, cinder blocks, and down this it's a long hallway, and then you approach it. Looks like there's another door that you have approached. Continue forward.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you continue forward through that door. It opens into a more cavernous space of still cinder blocks. In this space, you see that some makeshift cots have been made, setting around the perimeter of this particular room.
Let's put him on a cot.
It seems like it's semi-lived in, but there's no memorabilia, there's no, family photos or anything like that in this particular space. There are windows. There is another door at the end. There is an area that looks like it might have medical supplies in it. What do you want to do?
Let's put the doctor on a cot. Let's check the medical supplies.
Okay, I'm gonna stay by the cot with him.
Okay.
And
Okay.
She's
Sure.
just saying like,
Sure.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
I'm
the
sorry.
The only
I'm
problem.
worried.
Okay. I just hope no one sees us and finds us, because if they see us and trying to take their stuff,
I'm sure
it could
we
be
can
very.
explain by
Okay.
pointing at his face.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Miranda, you're in Clark's office. He had a veritable feast for you of I was at MRE's, and he did find some grapes.
It's about the only thing I could eat because I forgot that I broke my tooth and nose.
And he found some filtered water for you, water bottles, everything. And he goes, so are you going to fight? I mean, you're going to have to join.
Yeah.
They're going to come for you soon.
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
You're not going to do that thing you do where you say you're going to go along and then you just change.
That thing I do.
That thing that I'm not going to bring up history right now,
You
but
just
it's just
did. You just brought up history by citing a characteristic of mine. No, I guess if that's the only choice, then I'm going to do it.
it really is the only choice.
You've said that like 17 times.
I just want to make sure that you understand.
I wonder why he left.
Why do you care?
Never been a father before.
Do you want to be a father now?
I don't know. I've known about it for like half an hour.
No, it's okay. I don't need you to be. Clearly, if I'm going to fight, it doesn't matter.
Well, you can fight up to a certain point. You're not like a delicate flower. You've never been a delicate flower, Miranda.
Is that why you left?
No.
No.
This is going places.
I left because there was something bigger than us. I fell out of love with you a long time ago. And you know this because you fell out of love with me too. I felt it. You didn't have any respect for me, so I went and I made a man of myself. You hear footsteps in the hallway coming up. Clark immediately snaps up to attention, and he just gives you a look. Like you have a history between the two of you, so you understand what that look means.
But also my heart goes, go.
Very thunderous, precise, like military precise boots are clicking on the ground. And then around the corner, you see an extremely large man, very broad-shouldered, stubborn, like lantern-jawed, very cruel, ice blue, steely eyes, buzz-cut hair, standing at attention. He glances at you and then looks away like you didn't even exist to him, and then stares at Clark. And is there some reason why that is not in its cell?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I just wanted to meet the man who I was going to be sold to.
Can you roll for me, please?
Oh my God!
Would you not be sassy for 5 seconds?
What is it?
1, of course. 3, 5.
Did you roll your hope also?
I don't have hope, right? I lost
Yeah,
it.
she lost
Oh,
her
she lost
hope.
it. Oh, that's
Well, I
right,
threw
you
my
did.
brink, but then
You-
Do I get
have-
it back even though I had a 5?
No,
okay,
you don't.
Great. Ever?
You have 2 hope.
Oh, use it.
Yeah.
And believe.
Believe.
You got this.
Oh, it was 6
Yes, see?
and a 1.
Well, hey, it's just, we didn't lose a
was
candle.
one.
We
There
didn't
was
lose a
one,
candle.
yeah.
We didn't lose a candle. That was a success.
We just
Yeah.
lose
Thanks
that
for the
dice.
hope.
Thank
Thanks for the
you.
hope.
Do we lose the dice? We lose.
We lose
Yeah.
the
We
lose
one.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, but we saved the candle. Thank you. You guys saved the candle. And your belief.
2 dice.
how many 6s did you get?
1.
You're gonna get
5
0.
million.
None for you.
Tell me what happened.
Oh.
I just wanted to get a good look at the strapping, handsome man that I'm to be sold to like a concubine.
Oh my God.
I say to him. And for once, he actually
Nice.
turns his head quickly and notices me. And he looks me up and down in a gross manner. but also then cocks his head and assesses me for what my potential is,
Which is
strength and moxie, and maybe looks if my nose wasn't so broke. And he goes, "You need medical attention."
All right.
I'm right. That's all. I gotcha.
On this very wintry soldier, a small smile quirks
Nice. Okay, good.
on the side of his mouth. He goes, "Too many of my soldiers kowtow. I like fire. For now. It looks like your nose is trying to rest on the other side of your head.
The wrong side.
I'm guessing you need some medical attention. Clark, go ahead and take her to the main building. We don't have any doctors, but we have people that try."
That worked so well for you last time.
So Clark grabs you by your arm.
The wrong one?
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah, grabs you by your arm and takes you out through the other doorway that you couldn't go past because of his office,
Right.
to then hustle you to the main building,
Oh, God.
saying, I cannot believe that he didn't just shoot you in the head. You must have so much. You must be gifted by God right now.
God,
10 candle gods.
there is no God.
Okay, so the three of you are in that particular cot-like area. There are medical supplies in the corner. Do you try to do medical assistance on Dr. Gustav, or do you continue on to try to get him help? Let me know what your objective is.
I'm
Let me know
going
what
to
you want to
stem the bleeding and then get the attention of the locals. Go find the locals.
Jesus, God.
Right?
No, you gotta do what you gotta
I mean,
do.
What do you want us to do?
I feel like if we kept on going, she's not going to make us. As just strategically talking as players, like if we kept
Oh, I'm
on.
not doing anything specifically medical. I'm stemming the bleeding and then getting
You
help.
hear that? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You go
Okay.
ahead and you put some gauze to
Great.
then, put against Dr. Gustav's head. Stemming bleeding. That's very
Dr. Gustav,
basic.
just hold
Go ahead
this
and allow
here.
that.
Great.
Okay, that's
Okay, so
go
Dr.
find-
Gustav comes to a little bit to then hold it against his own head. So do you...
I'm just saying, Dr. Gustav, I'm not sure if you know what happens, but the car went down the embankment and now we're inside Simon Hoist's compound to try to get you some.
Oh, no.
That was the only thing we
poor
could think
guy.
of.
Oh, I
Wait, no.
can't be here. No. Oh, no.
I'm afraid we couldn't leave you outside. By yourself.
We don't know
the
what
walkers.
here's some medical supplies. We don't know what to do with it. Can you tell us what we can do to
It's
help?
just the whole room spinning right now. I'll just
Stay
I'll
laid
just
down.
be here and I'll stop the bleeding
Okay.
right
okay,
now.
Okay. Is there?
Oh.
I'm sorry, but we're going to have to speak with Simon too.
Oh no.
That's the
sorry.
only option we have. I hope-
So, do you continue on?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go further into the building and find the people. Let's listen for their voices. If they're not here, they must be busy. They must be.
Can we
talking, which
take-
should be able to hear.
Shall we take him as evidence or some sort of?
I don't know if we can keep moving him. Do the
We
cots
need-
have wheels?
No, they're just basic cots.
Is there a
You
wheelchair?
fold it out and put it out. There could be if you roll for it.
Ooh.
Do you want to take him with us? Would
I
you want to leave
mean,
him?
not worth a roll, but
He's not worth a roll. His
It's
life
fine.
is not
No.
worth a roll.
no, the wheelchair ain't. I'm just saying, we just.
fair enough.
I think if we say there's a doctor
Okay.
who's injured,
let's
I
carry
mean,
on. Yep, you're right,
Yeah.
Haley. You're absolutely right, Haley. Let's continue.
Yeah, good job,
Okay.
Haley, with the ideas.
Yeah. Thanks, Haley.
Not so much a kid now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
And great
you-
luck picking before as well.
So you open the door and then continue on
And
into.
I'm holding Mallory.
And you're
so
holding
she'll
Mallory?
Hopefully
Yeah.
stay calm.
Yeah, Mallory the corgi is very calm now that she is near her
okay,
mistress.
yep.
So she's
Not
licking
gonna
your
cause a
face
car accident.
and wiggling her little butt. She's having a great time.
She
being
doesn't
held.
know she's a murderer.
Well, she hasn't.
doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Hopefully, the doctor's not going to die. So.
Yeah. Okay, so you continue on into the next area, which is another hallway. And cinder block hallway, continue on. There's another door at the end. You open it.
Sure.
Okay, so you open that door, and it looks like you're now outside of a service entrance of the inside of the airport. So as you look around, it looks like you're, it's just regular airport like hub at this point.
Do we see any signs in terms of where the doctor was telling us to
The
go?
offices.
Yep.
Yes, you
Okay.
do see signs that say corporate, corporate headquarters, for this particular airport. It's not a huge airport,
Right.
and you're at just the right side of the building.
So
to
would
get
you
where
say
need to go.
corporate is?
It's like the executive offices
Okay,
that
that's
happen
what
within a
that's what the
airport.
doctor was saying, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we.
You do see that
We see the
there
sign?
there are
Okay.
signs to head towards there.
Well, yeah, we follow
okay,
the signs.
so what order are you in right now?
I'll go first.
Okay,
I'll go
so
in the-
Jason's first.
I'll go in the middle, I guess.
Great, I'll be in the back.
In the middle, and you'll be in back. Okay, great. So you're heading towards there, and you're empty hallways and all of the usual airport stores that are usually open. Like the bookstore where you could get the puzzles and everything scattered everywhere.
Psychology magazine.
Yeah. Oh, do you wanna check for?
Yeah, I'll just swipe one of those.
Is this the
Just
right
like-
time for that?
I'm walking past. Everyone has their strengths.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have that.
Thank you so much.
So you have grabbed a psychology magazine. Does anybody else want to grab something?
No,
I'm
look
holding
at
the
that.
dog.
I'll let you grab something really small and easy.
Do we have time to read right now, ladies?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just holding the dog. If there's
Okay.
anything that looks like a dog might want to chew on it, like
Okay, you
that
grab a really fun squeezy chew toy
It's
for
not, as long as it's not
for
a
Mallory.
squeaky
Has
one.
nose.
And it doesn't
yeah.
it's broken, so it doesn't make a noise. It's
Okay,
just
so I give that to her.
so you
for
give that, and
quiet.
Mallory has that in her mouth.
It's like a stress ball.
It's like a stress ball, but she's enjoying it. Okay, so do you want to grab anything,
No.
Jason? Are you continuing on? Okay, so as you're continuing on and just being really creeped out about the fact of this very deserted airport, you think to yourselves, why is this deserted? I mean, those cots didn't have any family memorabilia in them at all. Like at all. And even soldiers need to have, memories and things around them. The more you look around, the more you realize that it is completely deserted, and that can't be a great thing.
Oh no.
You think that?
I need for you to roll for me, Jody.
No, no.
Good luck. You got 3 dice.
Come on, Mallory.
Oh, success on the
Success
hope,
on the hope die.
but we've lost a
And-
die
yeah,
unless
so
we
you're
have
down
hope.
to.
You have 2 hope.
I'll spend 1 to try to keep this in the game. Oh,
Six.
two
Hey,
successes.
oh.
Okay, so how many hope did you use?
1.
Just 1?
Well done.
No, zeros.
Zeros.
Okay.
That doesn't exist.
It's deserted, and you don't hear any skittering. You don't hear
Thank
any
God.
chattering. It's deserted. Maybe something happened in the past, but for now, it seems like it's safe.
Do you think they're out on some mission or something? I thought he had a bunch of militia.
They might. I mean, it sounded like he was, really focused on attacking
Why
the corporation. So
didn't
that
we just check the medical closet for treatment? Why didn't we just check the medical closet for
We
treatment?
didn't want to roll the
Why
dice.
didn't Oh my gosh, we could have just left. Oh no.
Do you want to head back and we would have to roll, but
Where are we actually headed right now to try and find them?
I mean, I was headed.
We
I was
can't hear anything, right?
right, but I'm still continuing. I was thinking still
go to the
continuing
offices?
Yeah.
where the doctor was
Great.
suggesting.
Let's keep going then
Yeah.
towards the offices.
Okay.
We're gonna keep walking towards the offices,
Okay, so
even though we're
you
greatly disturbed.
you continue walking towards the corporate offices. You steadily feel more and more of like that creeping sensation on the back of your necks because it's so quiet and it's just you in there. It is just your footsteps in this deserted airport on the verge of the apocalypse. As you continue forward and it's getting darker and darker outside, you realize that you don't have any light with you.
Oh no.
You
I was just going to go over to the security checkpoint and see if there were any flashlights, batons, handcuffs, anything like that laying around.
Absolutely. Roll for it.
2 die?
No, there's only one. One was a 1.
Wait, what?
You
No,
rolled
you
3
rolled-
and you took
Oh
it
no,
out.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
we saved it. We
Yeah,
saved
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh.
You
2 ones, no
You should have rolled them
6s.
individually.
I know now!
You have 1 hope, and then
Burn
also
something. You got the
you
tray.
do
Oh,
have
yeah.
your that you can burn. If you want to re-roll those, you can re-roll both of them,
Yeah,
and you can
yeah.
burn your
It
vice.
makes sense to.
I'm going to burn my vice, empathetic to a fault. I'm feeling very strongly about protecting my new tribe of people, so I'm going to do anything I can, which even means act violently to protect them. So I'm going to check for weapons, which I would not previously have done. I think I get to roll that too, right? Because I'm
No,
burned.
just the ones.
No, you get to re-roll all of your ones.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
only wrote. She wrote 2 ones. 6.
Yes. So
There's
you-
a slight disappointment on your face, Makia. I saw it.
What, are you calling me a Zach?
I know how it feels to sit in that.
I would never say such a terrible. No, okay.
Tell me what you find.
I find 2 flashlights,
Treatment.
1 baton,
Treatment.
a pair of handcuffs, and a handbag that has money and
Treatment.
a gun and treatment.
How many? Specify.
10 million treatments.
4. How many 6s you got? 1? You got 1 6. 4 that 1 6. The flashlights. The bag that has money in it. No treatment. And you know what? I'm gonna let you have the gun
You know.
that has no bullets in it.
You know if they. Oh, it happens to be a 9mm as well. Why don't you?
Oh, does it? Do you
Oh,
want to roll for that, Mike?
nah. Oh, I didn't even see what that was.
He's a weapons expert.
The
Listen-
great thing about psychology is you don't always need
Well, actually, you
ammunition
know
and a
what?
gun to get
know
what you
what,
want
Mike?
by brandishing
If she
it.
had a gun, I have
You
a gun.
would be
I
able
would
to
be
tell whether or not that your bullets would fit that
Right.
gun.
I mean, that does.
Do you want to roll to be able to tell whether or not your bullets fit that gun?
What do you mean to be?
Let me
no, I don't
just
need
let
to.
me just reiterate what I
Sure.
said earlier. With psychology, you don't always need ammo to get what you want by brandishing a gun.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're
We
saying.
should be
That's
okay.
I see what you're saying.
But you did say
Um,
we get the flashlights, the baton, and the handcuffs, correct?
No, the flashlights, the money, and
Flashlight's
the
the money.
Handcuffs?
The gun with no bullets in it. Yeah, go ahead.
Handcuffs.
The
Great.
handcuffs.
Great.
Doctor, can I just say that if we were ever,
Flashlight?
Yeah, I'll take
if
the
we were,
flashlight.
if they were ever find that bag of money on you, this is understandable to take their flashlights, but if they
To be
caught,
fair, I think this money is just kindling at this point.
what do you mean?
It's used for starting fires. There's no monetary value.
I'm
to
just
it
saying
anymore.
that it's just it's a sign of disrespect and any chance of us trying to get something from them and any mercy or any kind of benevolence from them, if they saw that, they would. If we don't need the money, I suggest we leave the money.
We don't need it. We
Let's-
can leave it.
Let's leave the money.
We don't need it.
You're gonna need it.
Okay, so you're gonna leave the money behind?
Just if they catch it on us, we're trying to get
I
it
don't
in
think
with.
it would be a problem. It literally has no value anymore.
It's their
But if
property.
you
That's
want
what
to
I'm
leave
saying.
it-
That's the value there. It's their property, and we're
How is
taking
it
it
their
from
property?
because it's here. This is their base.
You don't think they're going to be upset about the gun and the flashlights I just took?
I mean, they would understand for the flashlights. I don't know about the gun,
I
but
think
I'm
they'd
just.
be more worried about trespassing than the
Jody,
cash.
I'm gonna need for you to do a roll for me.
Oh,
Okay.
God!
As you're debating over whether or not to take the gun or the flashlight.
Oh, dang! That's 3 6s out of 3 dice.
what?
3 successes out of 3 dice.
Dude!
We're gonna be here all night.
Ah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
you win the game, Jody! Woo!
You get all the candles
You
back.
win!
Yeah. So Haley realizes that this isn't something that should be even debated. So Haley, what do you want to do right now?
Guys, just put it down and let's keep going.
Great.
He's bleeding. He needs
Yep,
help.
you're right, Haley. Again, with the ideas. Yep, you're right, Haley, 100%.
Haley, do you want to grab anything from from you can have whatever you want right now.
She gave me a flashlight already. That's all I want.
Go
Okay.
get a treatment.
So you have a flashlight, and you're continuing forward
Yeah.
out of this wing of the airport,
Yeah.
closer and closer to the corporate offices.
Yeah.
So as you get closer to the corporate offices, you start to hear
I hide the
it's
gun on
kind
my
of
body. Sorry, I hide the gun on my body. I should know that. I hide the gun on my body. It's hidden.
okay. You
sorry.
hide the gun in your body,
Yeah.
and the flashlights are on as
Just
you're walking
out.
through
Yeah,
the
'cause
because it's steadily getting darker.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the order that you're in right
I'll
now?
go first.
Same order as before, I guess. I'll go.
Right, I'll be in the back. I'll keep turning around to see if anyone's following us.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going down this part of the airport. You're getting, as the signs go, it looks like you're getting closer and closer to the corporate offices. So, this is great. This is exactly where you want to go.
Sure.
You are in safe surroundings, and now you even kind of have an offering to give. Not only the money, but you also have a doctor that requires medical attention, but you do have bargaining chip. You are in a very good spot right now
Okay.
when it comes to
Okay.
negotiation
Sure.
and to where you are right now.
Right. Yep. Yes.
So you continue forward towards the corporate offices. Miranda. So you are sitting next to a counter that is, it's like a kitchenette type of area that's within the corporate offices. The person that is tending to you is Dr. Lindsay Marrow, but not that kind of doctor, is a therapist. Specifically a psychiatrist, so someone that can prescribe medication and aid in that way. So she is doing her best, checking your shoulder, and you've let her know about that you are expecting. And wow, congratulations with that.
Would I really have let her know?
Well, you had to tell her everything for just medical purposes.
I don't know that I would have told her.
Because she said that she was a doctor. Clark told her then.
Okay, great. That's fine. I don't think I would have told her, but go on.
Clark
told
spilled
her.
the beans on everything.
Gotcha.
Congratulations with that. Wow. We don't really have any doctors of that sort here, but it's kind of fallen onto me because I at least know what medication is what. I'm really hoping that we do get a real doctor sometime, but otherwise than that.
You guys haven't coerced one in yet?
They kind of stay on Evan's side. I guess they prefer the way that she does things. Personally, I don't see what the big fuss is about. I mean, why shouldn't we take up arms? Why shouldn't we take back this planet? Why does Synchronity Tech get to say who gets secure and who doesn't? Why do the communities get to just stay out there, those sheeple, and decide who gets what with trade and bartering when all of us, if we get together, then we can really make this work? Sorry, I soliloquy sometimes.
No, it's great.
Yeah. But Clark says that the two of you.
Yeah. Are you and Clark?
No.
I don't care.
I'm glad that you don't care because there's nothing happening there.
Cool. So cool.
One thing that I'm wondering, Clark said what you said to Simon. How in the world? I mean, you don't understand. Simon just boom, boom. Whenever
so
anybody.
That's why you're here. You're afraid of dying.
Well, isn't everybody?
Sure.
I mean, we want to live as long as possible, as healthily as possible. It's kind of our right. It's our right as humans.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Okay. Well, then you're on our side then, right? I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise Simon wouldn't have left you alive.
Right, that's right. I'm all in. Oh God, that's my bad arm. Oh.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna go ahead and show you around. We'll get you armed. If Simon okays it.
Sure,
then,
sure.
Yeah. So Dr. Lindsay Morrow, she gets up from the counter and she starts taking you around. You're meeting other revolutionaries. All of them are dressed in camouflage. All of them are armed.
Uh-huh.
And as you're going around, Are you also what is your objective here? As you have Dr. Lindsay leading you around, what is it that you're trying to?
I honestly, I have no idea how to get out of this or what my options are. So I'm just gonna be somewhat amicable. I mean, I'm still helping the awful person that I am, but
Okay, so are you looking for an escape route? Are you biding your time? Are you on
I
board?
biding my time feels more accurate. I don't feel like I feel like I've pressed my luck a lot, and I'm not going to be able to. If I'm seeing all these people that are armed, I basically need to assess what the situation is before I make any more moves.
Okay. All right, so you're assessing the situation. So just looking around the room, you notice that there are 2 exits. You're pretty certain of the exit that the door you came in from because you walked through it.
Right.
You're not sure where the other one leads. The way that it's situated, you think it might lead to maybe an even bigger office or another office or maybe a closet of some type. And as Lindsay's taking you around, people aren't very friendly. They're just kind of dismissive of you. In fact, the most friendly person is the one that was treating you in the first place, which was Lindsay.
Yeah. And how effective was she in treating me at all? Shit, fuck yeah, I'll roll for it.
Do it.
Three.
Believe, yeah, you got this. You got this, Jessica.
6.
Yeah, see? You just have to believe. Believe.
2 die. Oh.
Okay. Well, she is
Nice.
not a medical doctor, but she did go through pre-med to get to where that she was. So she has the basic technique. She has helped other people out. So your arm is actually feeling pretty good. You know, it feels more settled. You definitely have more use to it.
Great.
You know, you feel more yourself because it feels like your health is on the rise as opposed to on the decline. So, and she even set your nose for you.
Yeah. So it hurts, but it looks good.
It hurts, but she's put a kind of a sticky gauze tape like along the bridge.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, God.
yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. So, just about showed you everything for this particular part. I mean, we'll go ahead and get you a cot, and that's just going to be back the way that you came. Otherwise than that, I mean, we're pretty straightforward. Do you have any questions or?
Yeah, do you want to girl night it?
She's kind of uncomfortable and chuckles. No, I'm good.
Come on, you.
Thank you.
You probably don't have very many friends here.
I'm fine. It isn't really about friends. It's about we're helping save the world. We're taking the world back.
Totally. But are we going to do that tonight? We can just sit back, get to know each other, and hang out.
I don't know. That's just we don't really do that here.
Okay.
But I did hide some beer. You know, it's yeah, I did hide that. I mean, if you wanna just go with me, we could probably sneak one of those.
I think I can afford one.
Okay. So you go ahead and exit out the door that you came into, which opens to more of a type of antechamber for the corporate offices. And then walking through that, you go into it's more like a reception area for right there, and then stashed behind the reception desk. She hunkers down. Lindsay is also armed, just so that you know.
Sure.
She hunkers down, sits on the floor, and you see that she has a couple of beers that are stashed in a little cooler.
Look at
So-
you, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Well, yeah, just one of those things.
See, I knew. When a girl knows, she knows.
Yeah. And then she pops open the beers. And
I'm no
hands you-
longer.
You're no longer. You're one of them.
I'm chilling
right?
out. Yeah.
Yeah. So she hands you one of the beers and you clink, and you're just sitting behind the desk in that reception area and going ahead and having a beer. Yeah. So the three of you have finished walking through the airport, and you are coming upon the corporate offices. You actually see where you would be leading to. User-friendly airport, not that huge. And what's the order that you're walking in? Is it
I'm first.
Front, middle,
Jason, and then Haley, and then till the end? So you're right here at the reception area, and Mallory's very happy, and she's like licking your face. And Jody, I'm gonna need for you to roll for me.
God, it's all you, girl.
She's rolling well.
the dog.
Yeah.
She's rolling for two. She's rolling for herself, and she's rolling for the
I'm
dog.
drinking beer. for
Jinxed
two.
it by saying that.
Do
Just
we have any
1-1.
hope?
You have one hope.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Help me,
re-roll
Obi-Wan.
that hope
Come
Sure,
die.
that's a good choice.
Because nope.
Did you just end the chapter?
Yep.
I did.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
we
the
stretched this
timing.
one for a really
That's
long
okay. No, you did good,
Yeah, no,
Jody.
no.
You rolled well.
Honestly, we're going into next Monday pretty well.
Yeah.
Don't
If it wasn't for
say
having to
that.
roll for
Oh, but she
yourself
can
and the
hear
dog,
me.
it would have been.
I tried to give up the dog.
It's okay.
I
You
know
did,
you
she
did
sure did.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how that works
Unfortunately,
out.
the rolls
Yeah.
The
came out
dice
the other
has
way.
Oh
spoken.
my
And he almost
God.
killed somebody.
Yeah.
It's just a dog. Mallory's just a dog.
Yeah, but she's an idiot.
So,
That Miranda would.
so yes, you found the door that leads into the corporate offices. So Jason goes ahead and he tries the handle. It's unlocked, and opens the door and steps in on the other side of the door, and he walks in. Haley, you're holding Mallory, and you walk in right behind him. And then Dr. McKinley is backing into the door because she's checking behind, and has been the rest of the time, to make sure that nothing is following you. As Jason is opening the door, it slips from his grasp, and it hits and it whacks the side of the wall. That startles Mallory, the dog, in your arms, who ends up doing a large
Mallory.
At that sound, across the room,
Oh, no.
you see a head pop up
no.
from the reception desk and jumps up, draws a gun, and shoots.
Oh!
Dr. Lindsay Morrow shoots Haley.
Yes!
Haley falls back.
Do it.
Mallory tumbles out of her arms. Haley lands on the other side of the door. The force of the gunshot has knocked her into Dr. McKinley.
I catch her.
And as Haley is in your arms, you see that dark blood is spreading in the middle of her chest.
Pressure.
Dr. McKinley does pressure onto her chest. Jason, you see that Miranda is standing on the other side of the reception desk with a beer in her hand. Next to her is the person that shot, camouflage figure that shot Haley in her chest. Haley, you start sputtering.
I tried to keep her quiet.
It wasn't your fault, sweetheart.
And blood is starting to come out of your
No.
mouth.
Oh, God.
Just try and keep calm. I'm going to pull her into the door and pull her on the inside away from more gunfire.
Dr. McKinley gets her out of the doorway. You hear next to you, Miranda. Dr. Lindsay goes, I thought it was one of them. It sounded like one of them.
I know.
It was one of them.
I know. Give
It
me
was
your gun.
one
Give
of
me your
them.
gun. Give
It
me
was
your
one
gun.
of them.
I know. Give me your gun.
Haley, Mallory is licking your face as the world becomes darker and darker, and another light goes out in the world. And that is where we end tonight.
No!
Three candles?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
We're going to go into next week with 3 candles.
Jesus.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're too good at
Jody.
this.
Thanks, Jody.
Oh
Oh, what? Like for reals? I just realized what happened.
She did.
Yeah, for realsies.
She did.
Super dead. Sorry.
She ended a chapter. You only had 2 die left, and there was nothing to re-roll for her. So
You just died in my arms.
Yes. Yeah.
You're gonna give the psychologist a mental break.
So we will begin next week with the 3 of you, with Jason and Dr. McKinley and Miranda.
Wow.
Haley, you did so great.
Yeah.
You were such a good driver, and you really pushed us forward.
I was your lock picker.
You're good
I
lock
was
picker.
gonna pick on lock.
May all the doors in your future be already unlocked.
Thank you.
Nice.
Wow.
Um,
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Jody.
Yeah,
so if
thank
you
you,
want to
Jody.
tell them where
With
they
us.
can find you on social
Cool.
media.
I'm
and
on
such.
Twitter at Jody_Hauser, and if you're in the Denver area, I'll be at Denver Comic Con this weekend.
Nice.
So
Nice.
come, I don't know my table number yet, but I'm tabling somewhere. So wander Artist
cool.
Valley, and I'll be there somewhere.
Fantastic.
Excellent. And everybody else, I'm going to see you next week
Yeah.
for part 3
Yes.
of The Affected. After this, there will be happy and love and felted friends
Yay.
with perception check. That'll be exactly after this. So you'll be able to scrub all of the affected off of
Scrub
you.
it off. Burn it off.
With that, is there in the back, is there anything else that I'm missing right now? Anything else you want me to plug?
Ugh.
Always get a
Horrible.
doctor.
Okay, so we did have a truth that came in. Obviously, we will save that for the beginning of next.
Oh man.
Can we hear it now?
Okay. You know what? Sure, we can definitely, because it's going to be, that's fine.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, this is J Pistol again.
Nice.
So
Thanks, J.
hashtag
Pistol.
discovery. While in the office, Miranda discreetly searched for a weapon. A knife, a gun, a taser, anything. But all she could find was a single solitary grenade.
Oh my God, this is gonna go horribly next.
People
Nice.
want to give me a grenade
Because they know what you're gonna do with it.
Thanks, J Pistol. You're
I
awesome.
love that you have a grenade
I
now.
love-
Yeah.
I'm totally allowing that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Don't go near
Okay,
any
so we will
magnets.
see you 6 p.m.
Oh, good to
PST
know.
Monday for part 3 of The Affected, and let's see who, if anybody, makes it out alive.
Wow.
It was good playing with you guys.
Thanks,
Bye,
Jody.
Jody.
Jody, how's that?
Oh God.